Welcome to a world of adventure and excitement. Welcome to a world that never discovered prog rock. Or a world that did discover disco and then promptly forgot about it. Welcome to a world where adventure awaits heroes that are brave enough to seize it. Welcome to a world where our heroes have seized one thing or another. Let's check in with them, shall we?
Hey!
Hello!
I didn't forget disco.
I wish you would.
Yes.
It would be great
Yes,
if you
please.
did. It would be cool.
Welcome everyone to NeverQuest, the Bell of Lost Souls weekly D&D campaign. We are here and excited because today is our 20th episode. Yeah, that's pretty exciting. Thank you all for joining us in the chat. We hope you've had fun on these past 20 adventures.
19, this is
This is 20 on these past 19. Thank you very much. No. Getting math right on NeverQuest is an important thing, as we all know.
Next thing we're going to be playing 40K and arguing over math.
That's
our
tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. However, in the meantime, we're here, and we're in the city of Sigil, where our heroes, Bags, Ravener, Alomar Velcro, Perrin Greycastle, and Aletta.
Hey.
Also Jen, and behind the camera.
I am.
And we'll eventually go over to her.
Yay!
That's what Jen looks like.
Yes.
Now you guys know that too.
That's a fact that we all share together
now we know this, and we can never unknow it. So I hope that you...
What has been seen cannot be unseen.
Cannot be unseen.
I hope that you didn't lose a precious memory instead. And like,
Right, just push that one out.
I forgot
Who are my
the-
parents?
That's how memories work, guys. You only have so much room, and then just like a computer, you have to just delete stuff unless you can upload to the memory cloud, which I guess that's what heaven is. Now that we've settled that ontologically, let's get to the D&D part of today's adventure, where our heroes, who are currently trapped in the city of Sigil, the city of doors, the planar nexus, the center of existence, depending on who you ask, a Taurus that is a city that is a Taurus. It is ruled over by the Lady of Pain. Last week, you guys entered into a race where you rode on exotic creatures. Alomar and Perrin, you guys were competing neck and neck for a little while, and though you ultimately lost the race, or at least did not win, you gained a reputation as a fearsome rider. And since that time, Perrin is continuing his epic exploration of all taboos, vices, and experiences, and has been heard muttering things about how Derek Speed is really good at going fast in races.
That is all I retained of what you told me.
Which
to
is
tell
a bummer
everyone.
because we're supposed to
I
tell
had a
everyone.
mixture of a couple things.
Yeah, you were supposed to tell everyone that Dr. Fast was very good at races.
No, you didn't. You gave me the name Derek, and then you
No,
gave Dr. Speed.
And then I settled on Dr. Fast, and then
Yeah.
you said Derek Speed, and then stopped talking.
Yeah.
And I think really, in the long view of things, it's your fault for trying to rely on Perrin to get that
Not the
done.
right time for this.
I think that the chat will
My options
kind
were.
of agree. I know your options.
Even
Your
during the
options
best
were
of
limited.
times, not a good move.
But in the end, just like trying to ride across the back of a dog through a lake, you're a scorpion.
Is this a Flynn O'Brien? Oh, the frog and the
The
scorpion. That's
frog
what
and
you're
the
thinking
scorpion,
of.
not a dog.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
So the frog take the scorpion
I am
across the
so
lake.
glad
Yes.
that you snatched that out of what he was talking about.
I'm just
Thought it
Is
was
this like an Aesop's fable?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
Aesop's
It's
Fable.
Aesop's Fable.
Yeah.
The
I
point
thought
is,
that was a reference
frogs
to the
to be
novel The
scorpion.
Third Policeman.
the point
no one's
is
read
that
book.
while
So why would it-
Perrin has been out partying, and Alomar and Ravener are out trying to build hype for the upcoming grand race of
You're gonna murder
Sigil.
people?
No, we're not. We're going
They're going
to a murder club.
Duh.
And
not the same as
but
murdering
while all
people.
that's been going on, Bags and Aletta have been researching exotic materials and using exotic methods, by which I
And
mean
tunnels. We're researching tunneling techniques.
getting a bone spur jabbed straight into your brain.
Quotey fingers, we're researching tunneling.
So I feel like I've gotten a good couple days in of all of like the bad things. So now I want to switch over and start experiencing all like the good fun stuff.
Sure.
Roller
It's,
Yeah,
it's
no,
great that
I
you should
say-
mention that because that means we can segue into using this, which is Zenithar's
Yeah,
Guide to
yeah, yeah.
Everything, which has
Does that come out?
Yeah, it is.
Everything.
It's out on.
No,
it's
no
official
one
Show
has
it
that.
on
off. Show it to
Beyond.
the
Thing,
classroom.
he has it.
Looks real
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, I haven't. No, we had another, but
It's
like
out.
my copy hasn't shown up. on
Yeah,
Amazon.
look at that.
It's out on
Real pretty.
D&D Beyond, and it is available in select gaming stores. I think if you ordered a copy online, you have to wait until the 21st for it to be shipped.
Thank goodness I use D&D Beyond as well.
Basically,
But one of the things that we have
And you like
and that I really enjoy is the downtime events table. So I'm going to give you guys a week to kind of figure out the stuff you want to handle, and we're going to put this system through its paces and figure out exactly how it's broken, because if anyone can do it, it's us, and I believe in us. Bags and Aletta, I want to see what you guys are up to. It sounds like you definitely want to research.
Yes.
Things.
So I believe, Aletta, we were trying to find an underground book depository.
That's what Aletta is looking
Right.
for. Yes.
I will be helping her with that, but I'm also going to sneak back to the Bone Spur place.
Cool.
'Cause I need some more
Cool.
bone
Well, what
spurs.
happened to homeboy that was following us?
He is. You can manage to lose him for a little while, but over the course of your week, you will note that he is definitely like look on the lookout for you guys.
I don't
so
like
he's,
that at
he's
all.
following you guys, and even if you lose him for the evening or the afternoon or whatever, the next day he'll have a bead on you guys as you wander around.
Spooky.
Spooky. So you want to learn tunneling techniques,
And I want to learn about how to use heavy armor.
heavy armor, and you want to find, and Aletta wants to find book repositories,
I
etc.
gotta survive.
Ravener and Alamar, you guys want to go to a murder club.
Murder Club.
What
no,
else
same as
do you
murdering.
want to do?
I want to go to all the other places that I want to go to places that are either extremely low income catering
Uh-huh.
but very popular,
Sure.
or extremely high income catering and very exclusive.
Sure. That
And
sounds
then I also
Uh-huh.
want to get one quick bone spur about my gem.
excellent. That sounds like some carousing to me.
Alamar. If I see Alamar, by the way.
Mhm.
I found out some really interesting information. I think you're gonna be.
Speak up.
Yeah. So I found out some really interesting information. I think you're gonna be on board with.
Go on.
Okay. So we need to dig a tunnel when we get home.
Why?
All right. So you know those outsiders that like people are worried about, that whatever the
Yeah.
Blackest Night is like.
The Evan Knight?
Yeah, sure.
Evan Dawn,
those
sorry.
guys. So it turns out that the center of the world is like a crazy font of magical power, much more powerful than even your gem. And if we can dig a tunnel to the center of the world, like they're trying to do, we can tap unlimited magical power.
I've not heard this.
So
about the
I'm
center of the
standing behind him, giving Alamar like the no, don't listen to him.
Uh-oh.
He's crazy.
I think that's the right signal.
Like unlimited magical power.
No,
that
not
he can
even a
focus.
little.
I'm pretty sure
Okay,
he's.
here's my counter proposal. If you dig a tunnel, I'll help use the magic.
Well,
But I think digging a tunnel sounds boring.
okay, but like, what if you helped us get a lot of money so we could pay other people to dig our tunnel for us?
Oh, like grifting.
What if
Like,
you use?
hey,
Alamar.
Like,
Hey,
the tunnel.
Hey
could.
Alamar, can I talk to you in private for
Like
a
if we
second?
focused Earth to
yes,
mud,
but it's weird you said it in that weird voice.
but like tunnels, man. We could build tunnels to the center of the Earth and unlimited magical power. Like your gem, be like nothing. Be like a pebble. Be like normal you.
What? Right quickly before I talk to Aletta, I have one more question for you, which is, would like everyone get to have it?
I mean, yeah, whoever wants. I mean, whatever we feel like doing with it. Do we want everyone to have it? I haven't thought that far ahead. I mean, do you want everyone to use your gem? I feel like you are down to exclusive use of the gem.
Yeah.
So I feel like you're a fan of the people who wants the people to have everything, but also you want yourself to have more than
yeah,
everyone else.
I want everyone to have everything except my gem.
So we
which
can
is
like
I
ration
like
it to the
have
people.
it.
I mean, like I feel like there are people who probably shouldn't have it, like the outsiders who are trying to invade the world to steal all that power. But we could use that power to defeat the outsiders.
Isn't Jeffrey an Outsiders?
No, he's not one of those outsiders that's here to destroy the world. I assume. They didn't look like that, right?
I mean, it's hard to say because outsiders
Sure.
tend to vary.
I mean, Jeffrey
they did
does-
not look
they didn't-
exactly like Jeffrey did. No.
Like I feel like Jeffrey is a plainer being, but not that kind of outsider, and he
All right.
seems like on our side.
Let's put a pin in this for now. Elena, what's going on?
So
Why-
I
why
walk
is he
him
being so
away
weird?
from the group,
I'm
right?
sketching tunnel designs.
That's
well.
fine.
Why is
We'll
Dax
leave
being
the
so
precious
weird?
child to sketch his designs.
Oh, hold on. That reminds me. I got a thing.
Oh, okay.
Stop
wow.
doing
Don't die, please. We need you. DM down. So anyway,
Why is our large friend being so strange?
we went to a repository of knowledge, quotey finger, that is really just, we're gonna slam a piece of bone into your skull and screw with your brain for a bit. Kind of like stirring an egg for scrambled eggs. And he got the worst for that and has been acting super weird ever since. So whatever magic it is that created this repository, there's this whole backstory to it. This society of weird cultists that are trying to pay tribute to their blood god by creating a means for people to get
Here's
knowledge
a
via
path
extreme
sketching
amounts
some,
of pain.
Ooh. Okay.
And that's what happened. That's why the bone spurs. The bone spurs cause
Enjoy.
people pain. They give them knowledge, yes, but they also hurt them a lot. And it's this whole underground thing. And because of it, books are illegal here. That's awful.
Okay.
We should stop it because Bags is obviously totally screwed up by
Right. Well,
this.
Bags does seem totally crazy.
This is what Jared's
He's totally
handed me, by the
crazy.
way.
But
It's
like,
just a sketch pad you can use to sketch your tunnel designs
Yeah, no,
on. I don't
definitely.
know.
What is that?
There's
What's
no-
going on there?
It says campaign notes, and then it's just TPK, total party kill.
That's my. I mean,
Repeated over and over and over.
you
That's
should
awful.
you could probably skip that part.
Yeah.
That's not, like this, just some scratch notes I was
Yeah.
making.
Uh-huh.
about
Wait,
later
there's
things.
dino races hidden in the middle.
that's my kind of notes.
Yeah, so I
Okay,
think
but
if
okay,
we...
but I have questions for you now.
Can I have
Yes.
a pencil, BT dose?
God.
The questions I have for you include.
Ow!
But doesn't infinite energy seem good?
Look,
I don't
I'm gonna
know
try and
that
explain
that
it to
is
you. You dig to the
genuinely a
middle of
thing.
the planet, and then the molten lava comes out and goes, and then we all dead.
Look,
Zero power.
Ravener, you don't even know what a squirrel is, so I'm not super into your geology takes. So I'm just gonna. It's cool. But no.
I believe that the cult behind this repository of knowledge puts ideas into people's brains in an effort to keep them coming back to
You think
their
they
repository.
lied? You think they lied to Bags?
I don't necessarily think they told him the whole truth. I
Okay.
think that something happened and his mind wasn't able to handle what they were putting into it, and so it made everything a little screwy.
Okay.
I barely walked out with the knowledge of what's going on behind the scenes, and I'm kind of into the whole mental fortitude thing.
No, that's kind of your deal, sure.
I mean,
Okay, follow-up question. Let me make this about me for a second.
Of course.
Do you think that if I asked them questions, I'd get incomplete answers? Like, do you think that
I
they're
think
not
that
to be
it's-
trusted? And also, follow-up, are they not to be trusted because they don't like books, or do you think there's, like, an actual malevolence and not, like, a difference of, like, aesthetic opinion happening?
yes and yes. I think knowledge should be freely given. I don't think that you should have to almost die in order to obtain it, and I don't think that there should be a possibility that you're going to die just to be able to get this stuff put in your brain.
So it is free.
They want
It is
to
free.
pipe knowledge into your brain, but if you don't have the mental fortitude to handle it, it will kill you.
Yeah,
And,
this does
and
seem
that's
like
real
an
risky, and I like you enough that I don't want your brains fried.
And this does seem like an authoritarian... Yeah, that was sweet. This does seem like an authoritarian knowledge structure. I don't like it.
It makes me really
Decision
nervous.
rendered.
I mean, I'm down with destroying
And
it.
since we
This
went to
is
the
like-
repository, there's been a guy from the repository following us around, and that's super shady.
Which reminds me, make a perception check.
Here's my
Damn.
first.
He's right behind you.
Here's my first sketch, guys.
He's cuddling me right now. I didn't ask for it.
I
Yeah.
think you might want to bring that up closer.
Yeah, I
to
think,
the,
or use a Sharpie.
I can't.
Or
find
do
it.
it better.
Here's my first sketch. So we've got a couple shafts with ladders going down.
That's above the camera.
Down,
You can
lower
mute
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
So we've got a couple shafts with ladders going down, and then we've got like an elevator pulley system for the deep shaft, which goes down to kind of like a minecart shaft, which goes off on the angle.
I'm getting some serious Terraria flashbacks.
So this is
now.
my first one. I don't know if it's good. I haven't got all my knowledge yet.
18.
18. Your friend is in fact following you.
He's following us right
and,
now.
The strange creature with the four arms that floats 6 inches above the ground and is almost impossible not to notice has upgraded. He is now wearing a disguise.
Is he wearing like a little mustache or what?
He is wearing glasses and a mustache. And has draped a poncho over its form so that it seems less
See the super creepy
obvious.
guy over there who obviously looks like he's trying to do shady shit? That's the guy.
Okay. As much as I like infinite energy as a concept,
I think it's a carrot.
I think you're probably. I'm not gonna say either of you are correct with anything. That seems weird, but you're closer to correct than Bags, I think.
You guys come back. or you
Like I
still-
said, the Bone Spur put into me the knowledge of what they were trying to do with this whole repository thing. And
Well-
it's lots of cult and lots of craziness.
But if they're an evil, like, epistemic mind cult, like, why would they tell you anything?
They didn't tell me anything. The system is set up to impart knowledge to people, but to exact a heavy price.
But,
It
like,
exacted its price. I had to heal myself. It was crazy.
Okay, well, I basically am smelling what you're stepping in for the most part.
Hey, Almar.
Wait, I'm still having a private conversation.
I'm wandering
She
over.
like not understanding the euphemism there, like starts looking at her feet. Like
And then, okay, so what's the thing that's chasing you around called?
that's one of the creatures from the repository,
Okay.
and it's called I don't remember. what
It's
they're
called a Davos.
Adabus.
They are, and if Perrin were there, he would tell you that they are agents of the Lady of Pain and are
the
responsible
Lady in Pain.
for,
She's the one.
Yeah, responsible for saying her words to the people. They are responsible for sort of any edicts that she has, they pass along. He probably might have mentioned something like that before wandering off. And Aletta would definitely remember it.
Okay, so I'll ask, I'm going to be both fundraising and advertising myself and also maybe rabble-rousing.
Yeah, that seems like
And
a
while I'm
good
doing
plan.
that, I'll try and gather some intel for you
So
on these
here's-
questions.
Thank
and we'll
you.
keep it
I'm worried about Bags and what we need to do to stop him from doing crazy stuff in order to get his tunnel dug.
While you guys
Yeah,
have
well,
that,
presumably he'll get uncrazy eventually, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. I've never encountered this kind of
Yeah.
thing before.
Well,
while you
let's
guys
burn
are,
that. We'll burn that bridge when we get there, I
while
guess.
you guys are having this discussion, here's what I'd like. So the way downtime works is you guys have figured out what you want to do. There are some tables here that we can roll on. But what I'd like for you to do is Aletta, make an investigation check. And Bags, our friend here, if you would not mind, you wanted to learn things,
And
right?
also,
Bone Spurs.
Make a,
fuck with the social status quo.
let's say,
I'll
Yeah.
shove them in my
make
face.
a history check. Nope, an intelligence check. Here we go. How much money do you want to spend on this? Because money will give you a bonus.
Bone Spurs didn't cost
The bone spurs don't cost anything, but if you want like access to the premium information,
There's a paywall.
there's not really
Microtransactions.
It's not really a paywall so much as you can like. It's not really so much as paying for access to the
Okay, so-
knowledgeatorium, so much as like buying someone to come in and like feed you food so you don't starve while you're.
like how much
Hold
money
up in
can
here.
I like?
You can spend up to 600 gold pieces.
Oh, I spent
Oh.
600 gold pieces.
Group funds.
I don't have a choice in the matter.
Okay, well, right, you're crazy.
Yeah. Cool.
14.
14.
Hey,
Go ahead and make an
no.
intelligence
Badge will
check.
feel bad about this later.
Make
This
an
is why
intelligence
having a
check.
party banker is not such a
Bags.
great idea.
Make an intelligence check and
Well, all
roll.
of us who
Add
bought
6
bags
on
right
top of
now.
that.
I mean, I assume he's
Kill.
spending. He would spend out his. He has his own. I mean, part of the money is his money.
Ravener and Alamar, if you guys, you said you were going to lower or upper class establishments. That sounds like some carousing to me.
Well, okay, but I want to make it clear there's distinct strategies
Yes.
for each place.
Absolutely.
With upper class people, we're spreading the rumor of Derek Speed, trying to get sponsors, trying to get the build buzz.
Sure.
And we're also doing that in lower class places. However, in the lower status places, also parents helping. Not
wait,
at the same
hold on.
time.
I don't think you know I'm telling everyone about Derek Speed.
Yeah.
I think you still are going by your own moniker, and I've already messed it up and telling someone a
I-
completely unrelated name.
I imagine it takes like a day for him to figure this out. Like
Yeah.
he's going around being like, Dr. Fast. They're like, I don't know about Dr. Fast, but
I've heard Derek
Derek
Speed
Speed
is
is
really
like,
good at
sure,
drama.
this
Sure.
drunk bard was singing about him the other night. He sounds great. And then like Alvar's like, wait.
All right,
Right, it's like, this is just some knockoff of Derek
I'm
Speed.
gonna have to rebrand all of my sweet Robiture.
So what I want
But
from
wait, the
yeah.
other important note is that when we're at the lower class places, I want to convey the following message, and I want people to think about it. And I want it to be like a little communist manifesto thing that Raven and I. It's not a communism. That Raven and I are spreading to the people, which is like, what would the Lady of Pain do if no one got out of bed? If everyone stayed in bed, what happens to the town?
With
Okay.
each other or
Pain.
individually in their beds?
However,
Okay.
Cool. Make a persuasion check. I'm going to go ahead and give you a +2 bonus for your
because everyone loves
rabble rousing.
nap time.
Can
Yeah.
I assist?
Yes, absolutely.
So try to get
So you
advantage.
can have advantage on that sweet
Give
check.
me-
Perrin,
13.
also make a persuasion
All right, so
check.
for persuasion, we get +7 and advantage. Wow.
And then I'm
16.
I'm assisting.
Yeah.
Well, that's what
that's
that-
how we
that's
got
Oh, okay.
advantage.
That's why we had
I need-
advantage.
I need-
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really do much.
What am I doing?
Well, you did.
Persuasion?
Theoretically, you could have
Yeah.
rolled one of those die.
No. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, you,
Next time we'll do it that way.
Okay.
I
got
I
a
like that.
26.
26. All right. Now,
Okay,
here's
so
what I
okay.
need from each of you as
We should
well.
use my modifier,
Go
so
ahead
I'm
and
For
roll.
persuasion?
Everyone
I
roll
have
a
0.
Yeah,
d8
7.
because I wanna show off some of the complications that you can run into.
Can we have that D8?
No.
Hey, what about one for me and Ravener?
What?
For team.
You're about communism. You guys should share.
Actually, why don't you guys both roll a d8?
All right.
Ravener also rolled.
7 for me.
And Aletta. 7
Oh,
d8.
1. I hope
all
that's
right,
good.
let's
We
deal
rolled an
with
8 combined.
Let's see. Perrin has a 5. Cool. Let's deal with that first. So, here's how your week's been. You have been visiting the depths of depravity and the heights of nobility, and sort of experiencing everything that Sigil has to offer. You've imbibed abyssal and infernal ale. You have made friends with a talking griffin. You've made friends with an evil spider merchant that's an actual literal spider who is selling off
Spiders.
goods.
Other spiders.
Other spiders, yeah. So basically, like, hey, do you want some spiders? I'll sell you some
I can
spiders.
find spiders.
Yeah, but not like these. I've
I
got
believe
spiders
you.
for
Give me
days.
those spiders.
All right. They'll spin you a garment or something.
Sure.
Definitely won't eat you from the inside out.
I like that guarantee.
Well,
I said nothing about the outside in.
Tricksy
they
spiders.
in fact do spin you a some kind of outfit out of spider webs. So feel free to add that.
I want web cloak.
They also infest your body.
Sure.
And are keeping the slod tadpole at bay.
Oh, yeah,
so now,
thank you.
Now you've got like a little. So you know how Mr. Burns has so many diseases fighting.
Invincible.
You have by the end of your week you have 10 different kinds of parasites. You're
Go.
pretty sure there's like a little baby mind flayer in there.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
slod tadpole.
Mm.
There's a swarm of spiders.
Mhm.
There's one of the spawn of Caius worms. to name a few.
Mhm.
So whichever one wins out, it's going to be a fun time. But while you're in the midst of all of this, while you're taking a spa day in the waters of gathered from the purest plains of Elysium, or while you're enjoying a hot room that is heated by the fires from the elemental plane of fire.
Are the waters from Elysium or the elemental plane of water more pure?
I figure waters from Elysium probably have some inherent happiness.
Yeah. And like, it depends on
They're
what
not
you want
quite
out of
as
yourself.
water.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. If you're going for like pure water, plane of water is probably
Elemental plane
better.
of water, absolutely.
But that's
all day,
I'm
every
not
day.
going for purity here.
Yeah,
Sure.
he's looking for the more Evian type experience rather than
Boss.
The, yeah.
Sure.
So
Needlessly expensive.
yeah.
Hey, those glass
needlessly.
bottles are good for throwing.
But while you're doing that, while you're enjoying some of the more luxurious things, you run into a woman wearing a rather odd-looking set of robes. There's something familiar about her, but you can't quite put your finger on it. And she seems to be incredibly distressed that
Okay.
you are here, and she
Oh, specifically that
yeah,
I'm.
she says, "What are you doing? You can't be here. This is not possible. You need to leave now. You need to get out of here. Why are you here?
I was just taking a rest
No,
day.
get out.
Yes.
Get out.
no.
Do I recognize this woman?
Make an intelligence check with disadvantage.
Yeah, fair.
I can't.
Hey, I
Unbelievable.
got a 16.
You do in fact recognize her through the haze. It is the familiar face of Bungles,
Yup.
everyone's favorite spellcaster.
Oh, great.
What are you doing here?
I'm nothing.
I am skeptical that nothing is what you're doing.
Well,
I think something is what you're doing.
But if I were doing something, I would have said I was doing something, not nothing. Isn't that right?
Yeah, but a thing is called lying.
Well,
And that's what I bet you're doing.
No, I'm totally not lying. I'm telling you the truth. I was just here, relaxing. I was relieved to get here. Let me tell you about the adventures I've been on.
Yeah.
Really?
How long is it? Because, like, I'm right in the middle of this.
And as you guys are kind of talking back and forth, you hear a gruff voice kind of emanate up from, let's say you guys are in like a sauna-ish room.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
You hear
Jacuzzi, sauna,
yeah,
something like that.
You hear a gruff voice emanating up from the pool nearby. Will you two just shut up already?
Yeah, sorry. He's right. Sorry.
Can't a creature just relax?
Sorry.
You're sorry. You're sorry. Huh. You'll be dead.
No.
Why not?
It's her fault.
Are you daring to defy the predictions of Gorfine the Grey?
Yes.
You see
Can you
this,
upward inflection and S? Because that's what I'm going for.
Yes.
You can, yes.
There it is.
You see a great frog-like gray head kind of poke itself up from the lip of the pool
Yeah.
nearby, and it looks
Soda?
at you with baleful yellow eyes. It kind of looks at the two of you actually, and you can see a big part of its bulk as it kind of displaces a lot of water trying to stand up. And it gets about halfway up and then sinks back into the pool and says, "You're lucky I'm feeling lazy. But I've got my eyes on you." And then almost
Eyes on you.
instantaneously as it says that, all around you, like these not intangible, but these like spectral eyes open. There are 5 surrounding you, looking at you, and 5 surrounding Bungles, looking at Bungles, and they all are that same baleful yellow with red pupils.
Do I recognize what this creature is?
Yeah, maybe make a, let's call this Arcana.
10.
10. Yeah, you know what a slot is.
Oh, yeah. I am friends with one.
This one is a,
Death slot.
Nope, this
Oh.
one is not a death slot.
Gray
This
slot.
one is a gray slot, but it is an unusually large gray slot.
That's a big
I
gray
tell him
slot.
not to worry. I have a slod friend. We're cool. Right?
That's
Really?
I
That's
hope,
how
I
that
hope,
works,
I hope
right?
the slot
That's-
gets mad.
That's offensive.
Good.
I need you to leave now.
You have offended a slod.
Well done.
And then make a wisdom saving
What
throw.
it did.
Okay.
I mean, this is to be
Your
fair.
DC, yeah,
Is not low enough.
I got like a 3 or 4.
excellent.
somewhere in
You are frightened and feel compelled to run out of the room.
there. Can elves be? No, they
Elves
can.
can,
No,
yeah.
they're
This-
resistant to charm. Not
Yes.
fear.
So you run away.
My friend.
You streak through the streets of Sigil, and
I'll grab a towel if I can find one.
sure, you run through the streets of Sigil wearing a towel, and you realize though that by the end of the week, as you're kind of looking around, you've seen these spectral eyes more and more. You have made a foe out of a local spellcaster. Is the complication you rolled?
What happened to Bungles?
Bungles also ran away. And
I
you
want
did-
to run with her.
Okay. You guys ran for a while,
Mhm.
and we'll get back to that when we
Okay.
regroup.
Sure.
Wears off
let's-
after 10 rounds, but there's never any rounds that never wears off.
There.
let's move back to Almar and Ravener.
Yeah, what's up?
What did you
Yo.
guys get on your D8 rolls?
I got a 1.
I got a 7.
You got a 1 and you got a 7.
I don't think the one is.
So I think we got a 17.
No.
No,
71.
Oh yeah, 71.
Well, no, because specifically, you guys wanted to go to lower class places and upper class places. So I'm going to pick from these tables the best upper class and lower class complications that match what you guys have
That sounds the
rolled.
most fun.
I can imagine this like they're like, you know, it's restaurants. So like we went to Taco Bell and you know like Fogo de Chao, some giant big
Right.
steakhouse, right? Like but like Arby, like Olive Garden. No, we're not going to Olive Garden.
That's in like
That's in the middle bracket.
Right. It's
yeah.
too nice, but not nice enough.
What we
so-
need is a place like, you know, like, what's it? We'll forget it. Like some places like it's cheap and good in such a way that like middle class people go there, but it's also filled with people who like it covers everyone but the super rich people. It's always very
Yeah,
full.
it's like dive
Yeah.
bars and like you know. 150 story bars,
Yeah, exactly.
hotel bars, but like regular bars in the
But
street.
like Chili's,
No.
No, like just
Oh.
like your everyday.
Hey,
Yeah.
suck it, Chili's.
They don't sponsor us.
I don't care if you're watching.
This just in,
Frederick
we don't have them
Chili's.
sponsoring us.
Yeah,
Is that-
Frederick Chili's.
like
Not a real person.
But Don Applebee's is a real guy. In case
Barbecue
you're wondering.
sauce.
All right. So here's sort of what your week is like. You visit the most exclusive places and sort of manage to talk your way in for long enough to start spreading the rumors before people realize that wait a minute, you guys aren't ludicrously wealthy. You do get to see you kind of cross paths with Perrin a couple of times as he is trying to find some new experience or vice to break.
Does
Or,
Parent Club become the murder club too?
I mean, probably for a minute.
and disturbingly, you are there one of the times when the spectral eyes appear around him, and he makes a hasty exit from the room that you guys are in. But that buys you a little bit of extra time to be in the. Let's say this one is not really so much a murder club as it is a. It's like a smoking club, that sort of thing, where the wealthy
The
patrons.
second best.
Where the wealthy patrons make outlandish bets, including betting on different like regions of the plains to explore, or the outcome of the races, for instance.
Oh.
And at present, you find
I thought you were betting on like elves. Not like that.
They're gonna
move on.
populate the
Sorry,
material.
sorry, I was really confused.
Well, that too, actually.
Right.
They'll bet on anything.
Elves are on the
everything.
rise. Sell all stocks and halflings.
Oh.
At present, you find yourself talking to what appears to be a diving suit with like a goldfish bowl for a head, and there's a little goldfish swimming around.
Cool.
You're not sure how it speaks, but that's one of the entities in here. There's also a definitely a Dracula who's wearing like the classic red velvet smoking jacket as well.
Sweet. I want to talk to him.
And you also find yourself talking to an incredibly wealthy dark elf or drow woman. She's very old and has sort of all of the devil-may-care attitude of someone who's both real rich and old enough that like society's taboos don't really apply to them anymore.
Oh.
And so she's cracking up at your antics like you wouldn't believe.
Out of the three of you guys I'm talking to, who's got the most money?
The goldfish in the diving suit raises its hand.
And I look at you like, does that check out with you guys?
The drow woman, who says her name is Girta. She says, "Yeah! Oh, he's definitely got the wealth of almost an entire plane at his disposal.
Cool.
Don't quite know how he managed it. Problem is,
Cool. Oh, okay. Interesting twist.
his wealth, it ain't what you call liquid assets. That's not really spending cash.
What is it?
Real estate,
Real estate.
livestock.
Lives. Well, some animals are good.
You like beholders? This guy has a beholder ranch, only one in all the plains.
Beholder Ranch.
He ranches them.
Right. Checks out.
You make
the
them
words.
dream and then
Incredibly,
they breed more of it.
incredibly expensive.
What do you do with the beholders that you ranch? I ask Fishbowl.
He kind of like shrugs and this time the Dracula speaks up and says, "Well, as I understand it, he sells them from time to time to interested buyers. Of course, usually they end up murdering the person who has dared to try to raise them and making their way back to the ranch, which is a scheme I've not quite managed. Everyone I sell off usually just dies."
Huh.
They make good guards. Like you put them in your vault.
Sure,
obviously.
Yeah.
Yes, so if you're an evil arch wizard looking to have a guardian for a treasure, or if you are a mad wizard looking to have some kind of beast to inhabit your hell maze,
Sure.
everyone knows you just come down to old
I guess.
No, it's
You
coming.
gotta get beholders somewhere. That checks
It's
out.
coming together a little bit. But
old Bowley here.
old bowling. Do you have any shit that someone cool would want?
It kind of scratches the side of its bowl, and you see the fish inside swim around very like ponderously for a minute. It reminds you. Yeah, exactly. It reminds you a lot of a little spinning icon, and then a sort of hollow voice comes out from within the suit. It sounds like it's coming across great depth and distance. I might have something that a cool person could want. Yeah.
Go on.
How do you feel about? Now, I'm guessing you don't want something that's alive?
It would have to be really good if it's alive.
Well,
Like a cool dragon friend.
Oh, a cool dragon friend. I don't know if I could do that. How do you feel about mushroom people?
They're good at digging because they live low.
Well, you aren't here, Tunnels McGee. So
I'm just
how do you feel about mushroom people, Raven?
throw that out
I
there.
should keep looking for something better.
Are they delicious? Could you get it with butter and garlic?
Answer the question, sir.
I'm offended by that question, actually.
Ravener, I'm gonna stop asking your opinion on things.
I like mushrooms.
I do have a. If you're looking for more of the like traditional treasure or something, it's a little boring but still kind of cool. I do have a pretty sweet magic gem.
Yes.
Let's keep talking.
Go on.
It's just a magic gem.
What does it do?
What does it do? What do you mean, what does it do? It's a magic gem.
No, sure, they can do lots of different shit.
Oh, it's condensed arcane essence itself, as though magic in crystal form were presented to someone.
Sounds a lot like your magic gem. Okay. Yeah, we're all gonna have the second one. Well, we'll see.
It's
Because I want to see if I can play.
a ruby,
Stop whispering.
if that makes sense.
It's a ruby?
Yeah.
Yours is an emerald.
And we also have sapphire.
You could.
Almost like we're creating some kind of infinity.
You could. I mean, it'd be a little complicated to get it to you, but if you're interested.
Okay,
make it
What would
happen.
something like that cost?
Oh, well, I mean, you'd be taking it off my hands, really.
Oh, you don't even want it?
Well, I like it. Care and feeding for your gem, though. You want to make sure that it's someone that's gonna, care for you.
I'm just kidding.
I'm really good at caring for things.
You
I have a
want it to be
griffin.
someone that will really care for the gem. You
Oh,
want to make
I've got-
sure that it's
I've-
well taken care of.
I've got a
no
long
matter
track
what.
record of gem care.
Does it eat horses?
No, mostly just sort of subsists on the arcane energy of whatever plane it happens to be on.
Oh,
No,
I can easily do that because I take care of a giant griffin. I have to find him horses. This is so much easier.
I mean, I'm as progressive as the next fishbowl man, but which of you wants the gem?
Me.
I would like it.
Oh.
No, it's me.
I think I should like it.
No.
Here we have a very a conundrum.
Well, here's the thing. He's just gonna look at it and maybe try to put it in his mouth.
Well, I mean, I would hope so.
See?
I would use it to do cool things.
Oh, that also sounds pretty good.
Kind of better than just seeing if it can fit in a gnome's mouth, I'd say.
Well,
No, if you disagree with me, I really don't know.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Well, then it's settled.
I actually was going to turn it into a charm that Garbanzo could wear. And this
Oh.
way he could fly around and be like...
But Garbanzo can't
Oh,
channel
yes, he was
magic because he's a dog cat bird.
He is an awesome griffin, and I can channel
a
magic.
wizard.
I'll tell you what. I'll return to my home plane. I'll be back, let's say, the day of the big race, he says, looking to Girta. Because I've got some money on that Derek Speed fellow.
Right. Well, actually,
3 beholders.
Well, I was gonna say my proposal.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, excellent. I accept.
Not for marriage.
Oh. Well, I'm afraid that's...
Well, wait, no, it's cool, it's great.
no?
Wait.
I'm afraid that's the only way you're getting... Either of you is getting the gem.
Well, no,
Can I
I have
ask
a
you one
different
question?
idea of how I can get it. Well, he can ask his question first, and then I
Okay.
have an idea.
So, do you like the ruby, but you don't like having to take care of the gem?
Well, I just want the gem to be able to move out. I think it's time.
Well, I will swap
I've
you a
raised
very, very big ruby that does nothing for your ruby that needs somebody to watch over because I want to take care of something else.
Well, I think it's maybe best to let the ruby decide which one of you it wants to marry.
Oh, I can't wait!
a
I've
quick-
never married a rock.
A quick alternative suggestion.
Hmm.
And a pitch.
How many of us are going to end up in committed relationship
I-
at the end of this adventure?
I would be willing to wager one of my gems, and I actually have a gem that does a thing. Check this out, and I pull out the blue gem, and it's playing that song "Rockin' America" that Chris Jericho's tag team used to use as entrance music.
Hey, that's a pretty catchy tune you got there, Sonny.
Yeah, so I'll swap. I'll put this on the line against your gem, and if
But I thought the gem was going to pick one of us.
right, I don't know if you remember this fact about me, but I prefer rigged competitions to ones I can lose.
So you're saying you want to make some kind of big show of risk to prove that you are worthy of...
Well,
marrying
no,
my
I'm just
gem.
saying that I am Derek Speed.
Really?
And if I can win the big race, which you know I can because I'm very good at racing.
He's very fast.
Oh, Derek Speed.
It's in his name.
Some people would call me the Doctor of Fast.
No.
Well,
mostly-
I heard
Mostly
that,
the women that
I
he
heard
knows.
that Derek Speed is going to clobber Dr. Fast.
Right, there's been a miscommunication.
There's a long-standing feud between Derek Speed and Dr. Fast, don't you know?
I show them my monogrammed scarf that clearly said Dr. Fast and then has been restitched to say Derek Speed.
Ah, so you stole Dr. Fast's monogrammed scarf and re-stitched it to say Derek Speed.
Yep, that's
I like this. I like him more and more. You know what?
that's what I did.
You know what? I think, Bully, we're going to need to change our bet. I'll match your 3 beholders with 2 kingdoms. And
How
we're
much
gonna-
is a beholder worth?
I mean, to be fair.
How
they
much is
can
a
get-
kingdom worth? They're not that great. Let me tell you.
Huh?
Monarchies? Oh boy.
Yeah, fair
It's,
and
it's a
accurate.
very volatile market.
Well,
Sure.
I mean, they're all my children. I'm the empress, you know, but let me tell you.
Say how big the kingdoms were.
Sure.
Yeah, my children, grandchildren,
treat them
whatever,
different.
they don't know what they're doing. If only some of them would have inherited their matriarch's intelligence. Well, at any rate,
Hey,
I'm betting on you, Mr. Speed.
Cool. Here's alright. How about this for a really fun idea?
And whichever one of you doesn't end up marrying the Rock, you know, if you're looking to get a kingdom, let me know.
Well,
You're gonna go a rock. He's
No.
got his girlfriend.
No, I have a great idea. So
Ah.
how about this? If I, Derek Speed, win this race,
Yeah.
then I win the gem.
Well, I think ultimately that's the gem's decision.
No, well, I'm making a proposal.
Okay.
And then my friend gets a kingdom because I think he'd be really good at it. He'd be so aces.
I'll
And-
take your proposal into consideration.
And then if I lose, which ha,
you better not, says the
I won't.
matriarch
I
of
won't.
the
That's why I-
multi-planar Drow Empire.
That's why I was like, ha. I was supposed to be like, of course not. You can have the cool blue gem and my friend.
What?
Yeah, all right. Sounds good to me.
What are you doing?
I'm
Excellent.
making you a king.
Now
I'm
I'm
already a
tired
king.
of this
No, you're not.
establishment.
I'm the king of the gnomes.
Your antics
No,
are
you're
ceaseless,
just
you
a
see.
gnome.
I mean, you never
And
what
you guys are ushered out of the sort of planar equivalent of the Hellfire Club.
Look,
You also
I
find
lose,
yourselves
I'll win you back.
you find
You're
yourselves a
different.
few days later.
Oh, one important note that I
Yes.
forgot to mention is I also really want to be finding anything that will make it so I can do better at animals.
Absolutely. So that complication was a pushy noble family wants to marry off one of their scions to you.
Oh, if I win,
And-
you would have to marry something.
And
You are
now-
fine marrying a rock. You're gonna get a tall drink of water.
And or possibly a rock. You'll
now-
both end up married.
I
Now,
want a rock.
hold on.
We'll figure out.
You have a magic stone. I want a magic stone. We both have magic stones.
Right, but the utility of me having 2 magic stones is so much greater than the utility of you having 1 magic stone.
while you guys
I
are
have
arguing,
a magic stone. You have a magic
Still
stone.
arguing.
we cut to a few days later when the next complication, which I don't believe we really need any setup to understand, happens, which is streaking naked through the streets seemed like a great idea at the time. I think we all know who's
So it's
doing
just like
that.
I'm chasing Ravener and
Yeah.
he's naked. Yeah.
Ding ding ding!
It's like, put on your pants. It's like, not till you give me a rock!
Get the stone, or I'm gonna show everybody my gnomey bits.
And we'll
I
kind
want a
of
kingdom!
fade out on that. Bags, you were researching.
Yes, so
weren't
I got
you?
a 30 on my intelligence
You
check.
definitely learned
That's
the
not
thing.
a real thing
You
that
in
you
fact,
get to do.
So you get to learn 3 different things as a result of your check.
No, I'm gonna win.
You learn you can pick up proficiency with heavy armor, no
Okay.
problem.
Okay.
You wanted to learn about tunneling.
Tunneling.
All right,
Yeah.
definitely. What else?
I suppose, given that, my next thing I would want to learn would be that's a reasonable thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't be like, I want a feat.
Yeah.
Like,
What is the next thing?
no, the next thing would be I would want to learn the best way to get back to my plane, so I can
Excellent.
begin tunneling. Because
Excellent.
obviously, if I'm stuck here forever, I can't.
And roll. What'd you get on your roll?
An 8 on the
An 8?
competition roll. Yes.
Excellent.
But I haven't actually. We our whole point was that we were coming here to learn how to get home, and then we got
Right.
sidetracked by the tunnels.
Yeah.
That one actually makes sense. So you have been a familiar fixture at this repository of knowledge. You are a daily sight until you ask that question, and when you ask that question, you do get the knowledge. But when the bone spur kind of removes itself from your brain, and you've had your mind filled with the best way to get home is to find a portal key.
Okay.
Or you're like starting to see like there are little nodes, little gates around the town that are sort of more well known.
Okay.
But when all that's gone, there are 3 of the Dabases standing there, and they they sort of create the little golden placard that says, "You must leave. You are hereby banned from the establishment until you make reparations.
But what did I do?
You sought after forbidden knowledge."
Is it the tunnel I was digging over there?
They look at the tunnel, and then like the words "that too" appear.
But that didn't seem very forbidden. You guys said anything was okay. I demand to speak to the management.
You can speak to the management after your reparations have been made.
Man, I already got my tunnel knowledge. Okay.
And then they escort you out.
This place sucks. I'm giving you a negative Yelp review.
The worst thing about this park is all the trails.
What else? So you, in addition to sort of learning how to tunnel, you have learned that one of the big reasons for the need for that like repository of knowledge is there's like a constant stream of all sorts of weird planar creatures that come through. It's never like a huge crowd, but there's always like 5 or 6 people kind of cycling in and out at all times, and there's like a rhythm to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a pattern almost, and like it's like a cycle that you can perceive. Because at the beginning of the day, it's creatures from like the good aligned planes. You see like angels or coatls or the occasional Empyrean or a solar or something like that come through, or like a unicorn, right? And then it's the more like neutral planes in the middle of the day, elementals, weird multi-dimensional spiders. That sort of thing. And then at the end of the day, it's all the devils and the fiends and that sort of thing.
Well, we came from Strahd's realm. So we came in the afternoon, I'm guessing?
You came in the late afternoon.
Late afternoon, okay. I was going to be like, is our plane evil or good? But we came from Strahd's plane,
Yeah.
so that makes sense. Alright, I mean, other than that, I will be helping Aletta to find the book depository, because
Cool.
that also will have my knowledge.
And
Now you need to
let's
even more.
dip
since
over
you're
that.
banned from
Aletta,
your
Yeah,
own spur
how
party.
did you do on your... You got a 14 on your check, right?
Yeah, on my, you asked me to make an investigation roll.
And
I'll check
on
it.
your D8 roll,
That was a 7.
that was a 7. Ooh,
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
interesting.
I don't like that.
Oh, is something gonna try to marry Aletta too?
I will follow Aletta. I agree with you. This Bone Splitter place, they are shady people.
I tried to tell you.
I am not okay with them. I think we should find some books
I
because
told you, knowledge should be free for
So-
everyone.
books will have better diagrams.
We sort of see this montage of
Montage.
Aletta and Bags kind of going from shady like merchant to shady merchant. You're visiting a darkened alleyway where you're talking to like a thrycreen insect creature that's wearing like a trench coat, and it's got like various amulets and stuff, and you guys whisper with it, and it kind of looks around and points one of its arms off in a strange direction. We see you guys in the shadow of a ruined foundry where feral, savage children of have kind of taken over and made their own Lord of the Flies-esque society.
The currency is candy.
Where they
I don't
have
want
have banished
I
all
hold the
adults
ankh.
from like living within, and they rule there on their own.
I'm really good with children.
You may
I
call
treat
me
them just like
Simon.
gnomes.
And you talk with them, and they you
The
show
kids?
them this.
We're talking to the kids.
You show them this like sketch of a book, and they all recoil in terror and
Wait, question.
direct you onwards.
So books aren't allowed in this city?
Not
Or just the repository folk don't allow books?
the repository folks don't allow them, which has driven them underground.
Because I have books. So,
Yes.
like, am I going to be persecuted for said books being
Are
on my
you
person?
showing off the fact that you have the books?
I mean, I keep them in pouches on my belt.
Like, I assume that they haven't declared war on wizards
Or like
a
in
scroll
general,
case
or
so
something.
like
Yeah.
some amount
Yeah.
of bookery
Yeah,
is
really,
like,
it's like libraries and
Yeah.
booksellers that are
Yeah,
underground.
bookery.
Okay, so it's the purchase and sale of
Yeah.
books
Yeah.
that's allowed.
It's
You're
like-
not.
So
You're
possession
not
is
in trouble
allowed.
for having
Yeah.
it.
And then
Distribution,
finally, you guys, we come to the two of you near a campfire that's sort of in the middle of a ruined part of one of the lower wards of Sigil. There are a few broken buildings nearby that haven't quite been repaired. This is definitely a place for people who are forgotten by society to drift. And you're talking to some people who are maintaining this campfire. They look dirty, disheveled. The men are haggard and ill-groomed. The women are just as distressed, that they lack the unshaven faces. You know. Maybe they don't. Their beards aren't as impressive.
Sure.
Is all I want to say.
Oh.
Each one of them, you discover
Nat 20.
is supposedly the
Wasted that.
place to go to buy and sell a book, and you're talking to you're talking to a man by the name of Graven, who says, "Yep. What sort of a book are you looking to find?"
books on tunnels and tunnel construction.
Ah,
Geology would work too. Anything adjacent to tunneling.
Keltor over there is engineering.
The Lady of Pain. Books on the Lady of Pain. The
There
history
are
of
no
her
such
people.
books.
Books on this society before the repository of knowledge and those.
Well, that's Sigil.
all of them.
If you want history, I'm history.
Yeah, you are blind.
What about jumping?
If you want fiction, you will need to talk to Greta. If you want young adult fiction, that's
What do you got in young adult?
Yeah.
Suzanne Collins.
we have why Harold over here is the entire repository of Harold the Herald's adventures.
Oh, I love Harold the Herald. Any like spell books?
And that's a little bit harder for us to memorize.
Extra planar travel.
What?
You see, each of us is a book or a subject of books, for we commit them all to memory.
Oh.
Make an insight check though.
Both of us or just him?
I got a 3.
You believe it.
Whoa! That blows my mind. I've memorized everything about tunnels.
I got a 9.
There's something shady about what he's just said.
Tell me more about that. How exactly did you commit all of these books to
Well,
memory? That
we-
seems like a lot of
We
knowledge.
gathered up what books we could find, and we committed them to memory before they were destroyed by the Dabases.
Uh-huh.
Like, did you memorize them, or did you
Did you
put them into
really?
bone spurs and put them in your head?
A little of column A, a little of column B.
Uh-huh. And if you had the books, how exactly did the Davises get the books?
But they routed them up. They are super efficient creatures who can never be tricked.
Hey, Aletta,
Uh-huh.
I think these might be people who have just been driven crazy by the repository of knowledge.
Make a perception check, Aletta.
I don't know why I feel a kinship to them, but they seem cool.
Do that.
16?
16. There are 4 figures kind of skulking in, sort of. You see one on the roof of or the broken roof of a nearby building.
What a Dabbas.
Yep.
God damn.
And then there are a
Fill
few
me in,
others
damn it.
that come out of the shadows. Do some initiative times.
Oh, damn.
Because you have made an enemy.
Great!
The
Something new and different
enthusiasm
for
with
me.
which you
At
said
least
that.
I just made a foe. You made an enemy.
Yep.
We just got marriage proposed to
9,
us, but it was
because I'm
confusing
real
'cause they
on
only
point. I'm
proposed to
taken
inanimate
by
objects.
surprise. I was real about the knowledge search.
I too have a 9.
Excellent.
I'm
Uh,
not sure.
I have a 5, and I
So-
rolled a d10.
You're not
So
here.
you recognize
Sorry,
the
they
friend
were
from the
wrong.
repository that's been following you.
Oh, no wonder I rolled the wrong die this whole time.
You
Wait,
also
like a D8 or
No,
just the wrong
I
D20?
rolled the not good D20. I rolled the one that rolls bad.
Why didn't you give that to JR? What are you doing over
You
here?
also
mean to.
see 3 figures in sort of a black armor with like red around the trim that definitely look like the kind of assassins librarians would hire.
Sure.
If that
Damn.
makes sense.
Wait,
The
like
people.
librarians or repository of knowledge people?
More like repository.
Okay. Because I'm like, are these alright. Well, part of me feels like if I beat up Aletta and give her to the repository of knowledge, that would be making
That would be
restitution.
reparations.
Reparation. But I already have the knowledge of tunnels, so
I
it's
don't
not
think-
driving me to betray anybody.
I don't think you want to bring that on yourself, Boo.
I'm not going to.
So what do you
Oh,
guys
that
do?
would've been
You both had nines, right?
Yeah.
You guys are up first.
Oh, wow.
What?
You guys are
Okay.
up first.
What's your
librarian's
dex
got
over
a
there,
2.
buddy?
Everyone else is a little.
Well, my
faster, but not
dex
that
is
much.
only a +1, but because I'm a war wizard, I get to add my intelligence too.
To your initiative roll?
To initiative
So you
roll.
would go before me then, I
I
think.
guess.
You're up.
So I do have a higher overall modifier.
Yeah, you'd go before me.
So yeah,
I mean, you guys can pick.
I could turn Aletta over to. Oh, that'd be such a bad trick. No,
It's up to you.
it would only because I feel like beating up one of their librarians. I have to kill them before he can report. I have to kill all of these people before they can report back. And so, do I even care about their No, I'm against their repository of knowledge and their draconian ways and kicking me out for no reason.
Absolutely.
Such a good narrative moment.
It would have been a good. I don't think, but I don't have any reason. Like,
Hey man, it's
I don't need any.
up to you.
I already got
it's
the
up to you.
tunnel
I'm just
knowledge.
bemoaning the fate of my dreams.
No, I will interpose myself between them and Aletta
Sure.
and be like, "What's going on, guys?"
Oh, they're just mad at me? They're not mad at him?
They're
it's me,
like we're here
three-legged
to
Jeffrey.
attack, but you
No, it's
open
not
up with a dialogue.
Yeah. Hey.
Speech!
Yeah, but it looks like it.
This looks like it's just a bunch of people who have memorized stuff. You know what though? No. No, even better.
Why?
Hey guys, we've tracked down all the illicit booksellers in the city for you.
Make a deception check.
Nice.
That is a 16.
The one that's been following you kind of like looks surprised. Aletta, are you doing anything?
I back him up.
All right. So it creates a little magical placard that reads, "We didn't realize that's what you were doing.
Of course
Good work.
not. We're super circumspect.
Seize them, round them up."
Yeah.
We will.
Yeah.
And the Graven protests. No, but we just memorized the books. We don't actually. How did you know we sell them? How did you know we had them? And then they're kind of arrested like immediately.
We should take these books for you to destroy them. Because books are real bad.
Yeah, we're
She says with like a grimace and like a
like hiding her books a little bit in the folds of her
Yeah.
clothes. Like, books are horrible.
You watch as the guard / assassins kind of search the place and find a trapdoor, sort of disguised. It is very nice.
So it's just that, so okay, so they
That
arrest
is some good
the guys.
They arrest all the
Do they take them away and like one person stays to look, or
no, they just
everybody's
sort
still
of
here?
arrest them and are searching the place while they're there, you know, crime
Okay.
scene and all. They open a trapdoor and head down into some like incredibly well done stairs.
I'll go down with them. Yes, we should. You might need my magical knowledge.
mahogany, or like whatever the wood is that's one better than mahogany.
Sure.
Evan?
Spruce.
I don't think spruce.
mahogany is sort
Mahogany's
of
pretty top end. Cherry,
Sure.
some cherries are like compromise.
Ironwood
Yeah.
or something weird.
So
I like the darker woods.
at any rate,
Dark cherry wood.
these are some nice stairs that you guys
Sure.
descend. It goes into like
Nice trapdoor, nice stairs.
a huge room that is filled with bookshelves. It is well lit.
And it's just one guy that went down the stairs, or did all of them go down?
Two of them have gone down.
I attempt suggestion on them to suggest that they don't see the books. Like that these are not the books you're looking for.
Okay. Yeah. What's your save DC?
It should be a 16 or 17.
Okay. One of them looks around and says, "Yeah, I mean, these are books, and the sale of them is illegal, but I guess these aren't the ones we're looking for."
They're not.
Well,
really
I'm
not.
gonna head off on break.
Okay.
The other
alright.
one
Great
says,
idea.
"Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Let's get out of here." And they both just sort of turn and leave. That all happens as you guys are descending the stairs, and when you get down, a cheery halfling approaches you and says, "Welcome to the noble underground. How can I help you today?"
You should probably hide.
Yeah, hide for a little bit. We're gonna go
Oh.
distract them. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. We'll be right with
Do you
you.
want some coffee or
Yes,
we have
tea
we
would
have a
be
little cafe
lovely.
over there.
Ooh.
Tea would be
Baltic and Crows.
delightful.
Yeah.
That's a really regional reference.
Would you, what kind of book are you guys looking for today?
I mean,
Looking
we're
for
gonna-
some art? We got some art history.
Ooh, look, we're gonna be right back, but there's some like dangerous people upstairs we gotta go deal with.
Oh, dangerous people in this part of town. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, they're from like this repository of knowledge or something.
Oh.
Got a lot of like swords.
So I shuffle upstairs real quick and like open the
Yeah.
trapdoor barely just to see if anybody else is
But,
still out there. Like,
you know,
are they out there? Or
On the other
Oh, yeah.
hand,
They're out there? Okay.
the tunnel that you guys dug down here is really amazing. Do
Um,
you have any like diagrams of this
Oh.
tunnel?
they are kind of all being escorted out because the two guards that went down are convinced that they didn't want to arrest them for these books. That
Perfect.
seems to be good enough for everyone else for
Perfect.
now.
Okay, so I watch
Oh.
them leave,
Not
and after
bad,
I'm certain that
please.
they've left, I go back
There's
down
no
into the
police.
thing, and I try to
They're just
lock
enforcers.
the trapdoor so that
They're bad
nobody
at
else
what?
can get
For
down
sure.
there.
You try to what?
Like lock the trapdoor so nobody else can get
There's
in.
not a lock for it.
Damn.
Do any of us have like I don't
Oh,
know wards and whatchamacallit?
I don't
We're
have
we're
that.
still open. That door is to remain unlocked during business hours. Says the cheery little halfling.
Okay, so this tunnel
What are
stuff.
business hours?
In fact, all this is tunnels, isn't it? All
Yeah,
underground.
we're an underground book sellers.
Yeah, how did you in a cellar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're in
there's
a cellar.
cellars of
We're
books.
underground-
Yes, no,
Come to the
brilliant.
underground bookseller.
Yes. So do you
That's
have like
true.
blueprints that will show me how you built this?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You can just check out our architecture department. If you guys are here in the evening, so we have a happy hour on all our drinks.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, those
I'm
guys
like,
that were
this place
upstairs.
is
Do you want some
heaven.
scones?
Yes.
Yes.
I do.
We have a reading. One of the poets is going to be performing her poetry later on.
What's her
You
name?
should stick around. She goes by Bright Tree.
Was she upstairs by any chance?
Yes.
She might not. You might have to reschedule that.
I guess it's back to young adult fiction. We'll get someone to read Harold the Herald. He's always popular.
I can read it because I feel like the other guy is not going to be able to make it either.
You notice as you look around that this is like a well-staffed
How I get that.
bookstore.
No.
Alright.
There's
Yeah.
like pleasant
Make
music
mention
kind
of
of
Adam
playing, almost so subtly that you don't notice it, but it's never
you
like
have to do a lot
awkwardly
of
quiet.
things.
I like this place, Aletta.
There are a lot of
I
like
do too.
there are a lot of strange knickknacks on display as well that aren't books. Like you see like little statues of dinosaurs, or you see like some little stuffed plush likenesses of Harold the Herald, or Harold the Herald and the Ghost, or you also note the stuffed form of Corpsey, who is the breakout star of Harold the Herald and the Case of the Murder, a book with which you guys are familiar.
Alright. Yeah, let me
Familiar with that book?
find stuff. Let
Found
me
it
get
in Barovia.
yeah. Let me get some stuff on. Let me check out your your engineering and tunnel section.
The books are ridiculously overpriced.
Also, your magical section.
They do in fact have a magical section with a like just sort of the universal copy of like a guide to Thelimism by Aleister Crowley. You're not sure who that is or how that ended up here, but that's always there.
Sure.
Lots of books that spell magic with a K, some that spell it with an IQUE, some of them that spell it with a YCK, and so on and so forth.
But not like actual spell books.
No, not like actual spell books.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
More theory than
Just imagine like New
Yeah.
Age,
Yeah.
but New Age from around the multiverse, and that's sort of where you are.
You know, I'm just
including a few books that are all about the spiritual awakening properties of mustard.
Ooh, but I do love mustard. And you can put it on sandwiches.
There is
right?
there is a book
yeah,
called the
yeah, no,
Mustard
mustard's
Diet,
spiritually
which is
viable.
supposed to help you like achieve
Understand
total
the
enlightenment.
greatness of mustard before
Wow.
tacos.
No.
It's just not a big one.
I feel like mustard is my favorite.
Not right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on mustard tip from day one.
It was mustard on soft pretzels, and that's it. It didn't really go on sandwiches.
Which is weird
I
because
just
like
hated ketchup as a kid, so I was always on
Pennsylvania has
mustard.
such a German population. You'd think that there would be
Yeah.
more mustard there.
No.
At any rate, you were able to buy some books. You guys sort of regroup at the end of the day. Perrin, you've managed
I'm running
to
with
get
bungles.
you've managed to get a restoration cast.
Yes. Okay.
So how much time has passed since our first day here?
About
About 2 hours.
no.
Whoa.
That's an intense 2 hours. There are some. It's been about a week.
Okay.
I need to be specific because I'm under a compulsion for 8 days.
Yes. So it has been 5 business days and a weekend. So 7 days.
So 7 days. So I
Yeah.
have a day of compulsion
You have
left.
a day of compulsion.
Have
left.
I done any more races in this time?
You are gearing up for the race. The next race is happening tomorrow.
This isn't the big major race.
No. This is the Skywhale races.
And did I wager on? Was my wagering about this race?
No, it was about the big one,
Okay.
right? Unless you wanted it to
No,
be about
I
this
meant
one.
it to be about the big one because I want
Yeah.
everything at once.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, but I didn't.
Yes. No. If you want to qualify for the Sigil Invitational,
I have to.
you.
My whole shit's premised around me doing that, so I certainly want to.
If you want to qualify for the Sigil Invitational, you have to win one of the sort of qualifiers beforehand.
Oh, even though I kind of already won a race and it was sort of a.
Yeah, it was. Well, you technically didn't win
That's
because
also
you
true.
came in second.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
everyone liked your style and moxie.
And I'm willing to believe that the weird creature that kept yelling "submit" was incorrect in its judgment. Considering at least
that one-
1/3
that
of the
actually
judges.
seemed to be on your side.
No, because wait, that doesn't make sense. Because one of the judges who didn't just say "submit" over and over again was also on my side.
Oh, that's right. Never mind. You're right. The one that didn't say submit is on your side. The other one.
Yeah. There were 3
That's
judges,
fair.
and 2 of them were against me, and
Two
one
of
of them
them
just
were
said
against
"submit"
you.
over and over again.
I
The
think
other
that
one
that
was like,
saying
"Nope."
submit might have been just stuck in the middle.
At any rate, you do need to win one of these races.
Alright.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Perrin, you got your restoration. You also have
Feeling good.
you also have discovered that Bungles and
All those parasites popped out, right? During the restoration?
you know, make an intelligence check.
Oh. Bugs in your
I
head.
got an
bugs in your
11.
head.
Aw, dang it. Yeah, they're all gone.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking up restoration, and it doesn't really say one way or the other if it would do it, but I feel like restoration's a pretty good spell.
You're pretty sure that you aren't about to turn into anything.
Okay.
I was gonna do that, but you never know. But yeah, you know.
All right, I do know, which is really important to me, because that's not. I feel like that's not something you should just like leave up to chance.
Yeah.
You're so
However,
random with bugs in your head.
you've been sort of evading Gorefiend the Grey
Yeah.
by hanging out with Bungles.
Yeah.
And her, I guess they're friends now. She's hanging out with a couple of familiar faces: Silverleaf, Millinsworth, and Fillinsworth.
Sure.
Wait, we're boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are a gang now.
Okay.
They have a hideout. They have a hideout and they have loot.
They're a
They were
gang,
before,
see?
but
They
now
got a
Bungles is
hideout.
a part of
Yeah.
that.
I don't have anything against Bungles, and if I ever did, I don't remember what it was. So I feel like we're probably cool.
She does seem
Like,
to,
if she's fine with it, I'm down to just hang out.
she seems okay with it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, apparently they regale you with their tale.
Yeah, please.
After they got sucked through the planar rift,
Mhm.
they found themselves adrift in the astral plane
Mhm.
when they got picked up by a marauding band of Githyanki.
Sure.
They were taken aboard their ship and were kind of interplanar pirates for a little while.
Oh, that's awesome. I want to do that.
Then their ship got attacked by mind flayers and they escaped.
Oh,
in the
I don't wanna
ensuing-
do this anymore.
They escaped in the ensuing chaos.
Oh, that's exciting.
And then they ended up finding a derelict ship that they tried to repair.
Okay, I'm back on board.
Bungles helped,
Sure.
which means that they managed to escape, but the ship was only like jury rigged for a little while, and so they crashed. And then the engine sort of exploded, and they found themselves in Sigil.
I feel like this is the first story parents ever heard that he listens through to the end and like doesn't fall
But
asleep.
before
halfway
they found
through.
themselves, before they realized they were in Sigil, they managed to accidentally anger one of the former captains. They ran into one of their former captains under the Githyanki ship, and were kind of shanghaied again, or I guess sigiled again, because Shanghai,
Yeah.
Anyway, but they got pressed back into service, but before their spelljamming ship could make it on to their first target, they ran into some more problems. They started a mutiny, stole the ship, and came back here.
That was a whirlwind of a tale.
So they still have the ship?
Yeah, they still have the ship.
Is it capable of like going other
No,
planes?
yeah, eventually yes. It is in need of repair.
What do you?
That is the hideout, in fact. Like
Can
you,
I want to go see
they
it.
have cleverly disguised their hideout. Like they've put up like walls around it and kind of
Sure.
built up like a ramshackle, sort of almost a shantytown kind of structure around this spelljammer that's hidden at the core of it, and sort of the rooms and the interior are all in use. But
Yeah,
Bungle
I wanna
says,
check
yeah,
it
we're just trying to, make enough money to get this thing repaired, and then we can set off in search of adventure.
Yeah. What do you need to fix it?
Well,
Or just like money? Or is it
1.21
like if we only had this one specific thing that only that one specific guy has?
I mean, a little bit of both.
Yeah?
We need some money for just sort of repairs. The ship was damaged a lot during the mutiny that we started. It was also damaged in the return voyage. We flew through an asteroid field, and that.
Okay.
I mean, that's not an easy thing to do.
Where were there asteroids? I'm not even sure I know what an asteroid is.
they're little rocks that float around in the astral plane. That's why they're called asteroids.
Asteroids.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, alright, moving on. That seems
Astroloid.
that checks out.
They're little islands. Sometimes people live on them. Sometimes they're filled with monsters. Sometimes they're just uninhabited rocks that are,
Okay.
you can mine for minerals.
Sure.
You know, Matt, I feel like JR's like possibly taking Isunder's idea from earlier, and this is his way of working it in. Because at this
that
point,
works.
we're like looking for a hyperdrive.
We need a spelljamming helm to make it work. I hear there's one that's being offered up under the Grand Sigil race.
Really?
The Sigil Invitational, yeah.
So, like, if I won that race, could I get the engine and then have your ship?
Well, I mean, I don't know if we...
The last one is the important.
What
The
if-
first
what
two
if
I don't
instead
really
of,
care
What if
about.
instead of having it, we just sort of all shared it and we're a crew together?
Can I be the captain?
Well...
Dibs.
Silverleaf says, but I was going to be captain.
Ooh, did you call dibs?
I mean, I did, but it was before you got here.
So, things change. Dibs have been called. So, let's now discuss what my captain name is going to be.
Well,
I'm going Captain Greycastle.
You'd have to wings it. Wouldn't that be what it is? Isn't that just how
Yeah,
that
no,
works?
I'm glad. That's what we just decided it would be.
You'll
So
not
I'm glad
be-
we're all in
you'll be
agreement.
captain of a derelict unless you can win that race.
Okay, I'll just do that then.
No.
That seems really easy.
Don't do that.
Great. Well, just remember, Captain Greycastle, it was me, Bungles, who helped you get here.
Yeah,
Cool.
sure.
Great.
That's a weird point to bring up right now, but sure.
I just feel
Somehow,
like...
from the other side of Sigil, I'm staring such that if you drew a direct line from my eyes, it would be going like straight into Bungles' like eyeballs.
Do you guys feel that? Like, I can't...
Yeah,
it just,
I
like,
do.
feels...
That's why I'm bringing it up. because
Upset?
I feel right
How does something... Like, I'm not upset. It just feels upset.
I mean, maybe this is the Lady of Pain. Maybe we are sort of indirectly in her shadow, Silverleaf.
Ooh, I'm not captain anymore. You're captain.
Dibs.
He's captain. No, that's fine. He's captain.
My anger just changed the arc of that story. It's totally being
From
crazy.
across the whole.
The multiverse is a weird
That's sort
place.
of-
I
that-
hate
You realize
Bungles.
that like enough time has passed, and you sort of regroup with your friends back at the Fortune's Wheel.
Yeah. Now that I'm cognizant again, I
Yeah.
will go meet up with everyone.
You guys
Uh,
all regroup at your rooms at the Fortune's Wheel.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
Good. Look.
Almar.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want your opinion on these tunnel plans I've drawn up here.
Tunnels?
Yeah,
You
we're
didn't
digging
even go to
I mean,
school.
it looks like
we're digging a tunnel to the center of the Earth.
He didn't go to school.
Like,
He normally makes
Like
fun of
our
our
home
IQ.
plate?
Yeah,
Why
it's
is
full
he
of magical
asking?
energy.
No, we never makes fun of my IQ, which makes fun of my
That
lack
seems like
of
it would take a
technical
while.
qualifications.
So
Well,
why would he
no,
therefore be
it's
asking you to look at
awesome.
tunnels?
Because he's
Crazy right now.
My
Sure.
point being, he's crazy. We
Oh,
should do
by
something.
the way,
Wait,
apparently
he's
we
crazy.
That's what I
I
said.
was gonna get uncrazy.
We need a key to get home.
A portal.
Oh, I got that. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
so I
win.
entered myself in this race.
No,
Then I hear that if we
oh,
win this race,
no,
we
no,
get
no,
a
no.
portal key.
No, you guys.
Now
you
do
guys.
you
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
you guys.
okay.
No, you guys.
you would
guys, no.
not believe this. I also
No,
have entered
you guys,
into
this
this
is
race.
bad. No, we need to circle back on
Guys,
No.
shh, wait. I am in love with a gem, but to win it, I have to make sure he doesn't win the race. I should be in
No,
the race.
you don't even know what's happening to yourself. If you
How about
want
the
even a
gem?
chance of marrying the gem, I have to win the race.
You don't want me to marry the gem. You want me to have a kid.
Right, but if I lose, they just have you.
Hey, Alexa, your reaction is priceless right now. Can we just cut back over to Aleta's reaction real quick?
You know, you're not the
As
first
all
to know
of this
my
is happening,
No, like,
Aleta is sitting there in the background, just sort of.
no, like,
I just
look,
wanted you guys to see this.
good.
You at home. This
That's
is
good.
Yeah.
no, like, look. So let me explain. Let me run this one back. So, I made a bet with a talking fishbowl and a character from Golden Girls.
What?
What
What is a
that?
Golden
Yeah,
Girls?
yeah, fair.
She's an
reasonable.
old horny lady. So, and the terms of the bet are: if I win the big race, I get another magic gem, and Ravener gets a kingdom.
This
if
sounds
we-
awful.
if
A
we-
whole kingdom?
Yes. If we lose,
I want a kingdom.
Well, maybe.
Dibs.
Or we can work that out.
All right.
We'll-
Just, I want everyone to know.
Okay, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to it.
Was the kingdom here when you called dibs?
Damn it. Exactly what I thought.
But if I lose, the stakes for me are relatively low. I have to give them the DJ jam. But
I like
I
that jam.
also have to give them Raven.
Well,
Whoa.
Like,
I mean,
not about that.
Like in a what?
I was
People
not
should
insulted.
not be given.
No, I know. That's why my plan is
you
to.
know, so that's
why
a no.
my plan is to not lose.
that's unfortunate.
No,
but
no, your plans never go the way that they're meant
My
to
plans
go.
have never once not worked, except for once.
Um,
And that was
what about
because
the time you exploded a person?
That was because of Bungles, which was the second half of the thing I was about to say.
Didn't
But
somebody just
luckily-
say that Bungles was
luckily-
around?
No!
he hasn't yet, actually.
That's
Nobody
crazy.
said that Bungles
No,
was around.
No one has said that because she's not, so everything's gonna be fine.
No, I highly doubt that.
No, it is. But no, look. And so here's what we'll do.
No.
I don't know where parents went, but
No.
Alena,
No.
look, no.
No.
No, you don't
No.
get to make speeches ethical claims anymore because you're still dancing on this conditional ethical position that is gibberish nonsense, and I will not have it, nor will I take moral notes from a flip-flopping seesaw nonsense
I'm sorry, did I or
master.
did I not tell you almost a week ago that there was something wrong with Bags and didn't you ignore me because there's still something wrong with him and
No,
now
I
everybody
didn't
admits
ignore
it
you,
and
I
I'm
just-
the one who was right, so you're
I
the
just
one who's
didn't
wrong.
okay. A, didn't ignore you. B, non-responsive. C, he's gonna get better eventually.
hang on.
Hey,
You don't know that.
I
You
assume
don't know
that.
They were assuming.
Guys, we are losing sight of the important thing here.
Which is how do we make this race?
Which is
to make
tunnels.
Sure I win.
And unfortunately, as much as we all love Ravener, he does not help us with tunnels. So
So
losing him will not
There's
set back on
obviously something
tunnels.
hugely wrong with him.
Okay.
His
Another
own
magical
kinsman.
gem also won't help us with tunnels.
Yes, it will. So, okay,
But
first
a
of all,
portal key.
okay. Here's
Portal
a
key?
series of
shovel.
the series
Shovel.
of questions that I'm going to ask that are going to explain why I have a great idea. First, why did you enter the race?
Good question.
Is it because if you win something, you get a thing that you want?
Yeah.
Is it a thing that I care about?
Yes.
No. Okay. Is it a thing that I want to have that I would be mad if you had it?
No.
Done. So if I win, I'll just give it to you.
Hmm.
Problem A, solve it. And then you can cheat.
Why would they give it to
I think you care more about winning than you care about the well-being and lives of your friends.
If I lose, my friend gets sold. I made this plan assuming we'd all round back up, and I'd be like, "Here's how we're gonna
Sounds
cheat
like
to
a
make sure I
you
don't."
problem.
No, because the whole
Sounds
thing was
like a you
It's
problem
a Ravener
indeed.
problem.
No, you guys, dude, it's not because it was like we can get the portal key. That can get us home. That's what you want.
I mean, Ravener could just leave, and then you'll be the one who can't fulfill on his debt, not Ravener. So, if I have a portal key, I can just take him with me. And again, that sounds like a you problem. If you can't
We
pay
are
your
digging
family
a tunnel.
If you,
Yes, my man!
first of all, the
No
only one.
power!
Two nuts. First of all, the only one who's close to qualifying this race is Chaboy. Second, more significantly,
Are you familiar with handling animals, sir?
I've got my gnome
reasonably
shovel.
so, I did it with a dino.
Which
Yes.
as you guys are having this discussion.
Oh, did I get my plus animals thing that I asked to try to get?
Yes, you can have done that. Yes, absolutely. You'll have visited the repositorium. You'll need to do that during the day before the race. But
Okay.
yes.
So yeah, the answer to your question is going to be yes. But look, here's the thing. When it comes to cheating, which is, you know what they say, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. The best way to do it,
Is to dig a tunnel.
no,
Yes. I agree.
Gravener, you are acting against your self-interest right now.
As you guys are sort of arguing about the race, one of the nearby patrons kind of turns and says, "Oh, are you guys entering the Sky Whale races tomorrow?"
Yeah, all three of us are
No,
entering.
oh,
me too.
Oh no.
Ah, it's good. I have been trying to generate some more interest in this race. I am the race coordinator. I will be happy to sign all of you up right now. And he sort of from nowhere produces a
Like,
yeah.
before anyone
Sign
grab
my
it, I
name.
grab it and I write Derek Speed in huge letters that take up the whole sheet of paper.
Wait.
And I
Allow
said,
me to read this contract before
I'm
you
the
sign
only
it.
racer you need, and hand it back.
You're
Me,
Derek
Der-
Speed?
You're
I've heard
Derek
so much
Speed?
about Derek Speed!
Yes.
Everyone's talking about him!
Yeah, I know. That's why I was going to win the race. That was the
I
whole.
had no idea!
The whole thing was I was setting
Well,
up
it's
an
a good
elaborate
thing
on-com that I explained
Dr.
right
Fast
now. It
is
was
here to compete with you. I sign my name.
Oh, I've heard there's a whole rivalry between Derek Speed and Dr. Fast.
The rivalry is premised on Dr. Fast can't beat Derek Speed. I'm unconcerned. But also, why are you doing this?
Building up hype is the important thing. I learned this in high ever.
I understand that, but I've been working a week to build up hype. I need you to help me.
He said cheat.
I signed Lightning McNome.
I've
Excellent.
already almost
Parent,
won one
you
of these
set up?
races without
Captain
cheating.
Greycastle.
Yeah, that doesn't. The already
Uh,
almost won. Doesn't instill
Aletta,
confidence.
But you haven't
are
even
also
almost
offered
won.
a form if you want to sign up.
I take the form to read it, but have no intention of signing it because this
Aletta-
all sounds awful.
Let him make them stop ruining the plan.
You read it. It is a form that sort of is more informational than anything. It's like, here's
Great
your racer
information,
name.
just what I want.
Well, it's more to fill out so that they have your information, like racer name, racing style,
Great.
racing number, racing.
69.
That's what I put.
It does. Yeah, basically.
69 parentheses nice end parentheses.
It does. It then underneath that racing number, and then in parentheses besides 69.
420.
And then underneath that, racing number besides 420.
11. It looks like two people sitting next to each other. That's what I write.
One.
And they have not anticipated that one. though they underneath that's so you write in the 11 standing next to each other on the form that says racing number, and then in parentheses besides 360.
Fair.
Yeah,
Gotta get those no scopes.
exactly.
Oh.
So.
That's
You
racist,
guys,
no scopes,
you guys,
you know who Don
before
is.
you know it, and almost too conveniently for words, you have all entered into the Sky Whale races.
I hate all.
You guys can have the rest of the evening to see that one another or to prepare for it.
Just why?
Lightning! I'm gonna make. I need to make some side bets.
Okay.
I'm gonna bet minor amounts of gold
Mm-hmm.
versus getting wood
Okay.
and timber supports for a tunnel
Absolutely.
on this race.
I'll go Shanghai some locals
Sure.
to go find the people against whom I've made outrageous bets in the name of Derek's speed,
Uh-huh.
and have them make hedge bets of equal value for Dr. Fats.
All right. Give me a persuasion check on that one.
What could go wrong?
I flung a dice over there by accident.
That's one thing that could go wrong, but not in this particular situation.
I mean, you ask a question, get an answer immediately.
Hell, I
That's the kind of service we provide here on NeverQuest.
23.
23? Excellent. All right. You successfully get some people to kind of bet on that. You build up the hype versus the Dr. Fast and Derek Speed feud.
What I want, but there's a specific thing I'm doing, which is I'm getting all of their betting slips back from them.
Uh-huh.
So that if Dr. Fast wins, Gem Kingdom. If Derek Speed wins, Gem Kingdom. You understand what I'm doing?
Yes.
I'm betting the same things twice.
That one.
With fake names.
That one might be a little bit harder to pull off for this one, because there isn't too much betting on the Sigil Invitational yet.
This is still one of the qualifiers.
This is the.
I have recruited an army of people who will do this for me later.
Excellent.
You're go bet
Well,
on.
I've created a listserv and they will get
leave it-
emails
Yeah, we'll leave it at
regularly
that.
about Indiegogo.
In the meantime, the next day.
Well, hold on, I still want to do things because
Absolutely. What do you want to do?
in the I think day or two that I've been drunk, I sort of lost track of time.
That was a week.
It was 3 months.
Ooh.
But we discovered in that time that tunneling to the center of the earth is our next
So
plan.
yeah,
No,
I was sort of
you
about that.
guys
Like
have been
I'm
saying
hearing a
no.
lot of things about knowledge spurs and
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Oh, I also need to
what's
do that.
this about? Because if I can just learn things without having to go through all that rigmarole, that sounds
It's
great.
in fact, as far as I know, there are no side effects involved with it.
Fantastic.
Right on that
I
over
am
there.
down.
Oh, also, yeah. I need
Dungeon
to-
Call
lead the
Gaming,
way.
thank you for that subscription.
Hey!
Sub hype.
I also need to go to the knowledge place to get animals.
All right.
trained.
Yeah, I want to check this thing out.
You guys can head on in. The company at night is because we're in the middle
No,
of the night.
complaints, Aletta.
There are
Do what?
What?
They're all going. We're all going back to the Bone Spear place.
Why would...
No,
'Cause I
I am
told her
absolutely not going
She was
there.
with me, and I told you guys, there's no side effects.
Yeah,
Nobody's gonna
this-
back me out.
There are
great.
absolutely side effects. You don't want to do that. This is crazy. No, no,
Hey,
no.
Aletta.
All the no in the world.
Aletta, wait.
No.
Before you keep saying no, can I ask a question?
You just did.
Can I ask another one?
You just did.
Can I ask a question that's
Oh.
not about whether or not I can ask questions?
I don't know, can you?
Yes, I can. And here it is. Do you want to go home ever to get your weird books and do your knowledge thing? Also, second question, do you want to go to the Abyss ever?
No.
Yes, and no, that's not the right way to do it. And yes, there is a better way to do it.
What's
And yes, I do know what that better way is to do it. And that is to go to the actual book selling seller
That
that
is
we found
what you
that
have.
exists.
What you are describing is the first step to a plan with no rest of plan.
The rest of the
we'll
plan
get
is to
to
do
books.
the research on how to get to extra planes.
We'll get to books
to
and then
go
figure out a plan is not a plan.
Yeah,
Just
this
because
might be
something
the
is
time
easy doesn't
this
mean
might
that
be
it's
the
the best
time.
way to do it. If you want to go in there and sacrifice your brain cells to the Lady of Pain, by all means, nobody's stopping
I'm
you.
doing this
We'll
to
go do
help
it.
you, ding dongs.
Nope, you're doing it to help yourself. It's not
I
to
want
help
to get a
anybody
board
but
key so
you.
we can go home. It's not for me.
Given enough time, I can find out how to get us home. You don't
It's
need
like
to go to the
having one
repository.
selfish addition to what is fundamentally a
I
selfless
don't
plan.
like it
and
when mommy and
everyone
daddy fight.
goes up in shit house.
Fine. Go lose your brain. Go do it.
I know.
Fine.
All right, I'm gonna go then.
Yeah, I'm going too.
Yeah,
I have too much on the goddamn
You
line.
look like you wanted to say something there.
Look what happened to Bags.
Everyone's
This
fighting.
is why Bags
We'll
is
bring it
back.
up
What
later.
happened to Bags?
What's
This
and
is why all Bags wants to do is dig a tunnel.
No, I want to dig a tunnel because it's the logical thing to do to get unlimited power.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I'm
that's-
sure.
And between Bags and Aletta, I trust Bags way more just across. I mean, like, not that you're untrustworthy, but I've known Bags for, like, I don't know, 12 years or something.
Probably.
Time is hard.
But do you or do you not recognize that he's acting really weird?
You know, she's right. He's
Tunnels are fine.
He has gone a little crazy.
And am I or am I not acting like I normally act?
Tunnels are fine.
And also,
I'm
also
not saying
is-
that tunnels aren't fine, but I'm saying his single-minded dependence
what is
on
this
building this
anti-tunnel
tunnel
agenda
is
people are
super
pushing?
suspect.
his liberal no tunnel
Like,
agenda.
all right.
I'm not
Life-
saying tunnels are
life
bad by
is
any
a
means.
series of risks that have to be taken, and also learning without all the work seems great. And if it's gonna make
It
me like
took-
really into tunnels,
It
sure,
injured
I'll be
me.
real into
I
tunnels.
was bleeding out of my forehead and almost
Yeah,
died
welcome
getting
to
out of
combat.
there. Fine.
Yeah.
If,
Wait, yo, rich.
Yeah.
Funny
I'm not
people
saying
are-
that.
if
I'm
you
saying
wanna-
I like getting hit.
if you want to go do that, fine, but don't expect me to heal you when it goes bad.
Wait,
I don't.
Okay.
I kind
Well-
of do.
guys, this Bone Spur
If you
place.
want to walk into
Yeah.
your own stupidity, then that's your own fault, and you have to get
Absolutely.
yourself out of it.
Have you not
Swear to
seen the
God.
last 2 days?
I have no I have
It was
absolute
weak.
indifferent opinions on people who don't
That's
recognize
girlfriend.
wisdom when they hear
Is
it.
this going to be another one of those times where you complain about the thing that I do right up until it saves you or does something cool, and then you're like, oh, that was stupid. Too bad I'm still alive.
Hey,
Is
guys.
it gonna be another one of those?
Alright,
Is
I'm
that
just
what we're
gonna-
doing?
Wait, Perry.
I walk
Wait.
back into the inn.
Okay.
I
Well,
smoke,
you're already.
I smoke a fancy
in the-
cigarette and storm off angrily.
This Bone Spur place.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to rethink it.
Okay.
I don't think it's a good idea, guys.
What? Why?
Because now that I'm thinking about it, it's not really a great way of, like, it's a good way of depositing raw knowledge,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really give you the same experience you'd have through like a good college class.
Oh, no.
And I
I'm
just
fuck
no,
that, go.
no,
Now I want to go
like
10
it's
times more.
really, like,
All right.
is a good way.
Gone.
I just start booing him as I leave.
Which of you guys goes to the repositorium?
Well,
me.
we're both going.
All right.
Not me.
Cool.
I'll
Who
show
wants
them
to
the
go
way
first?
because I want to find out if I've done restitution.
You have. You are welcomed back with
Oh,
open
yeah.
arms.
I'm actually good with these guys. I turned over a bunch of illegal booksellers to them.
Oh, great.
It's only been 2 days.
It's been a week. It's been a week.
It's only been 2 days.
It's been a week, and I told you he's been acting super.
You in fact passed a bewildered-looking Grell, kind of leaving. It looks at you and says, "Oh, you're still here. I
Yeah.
thought you were leaving."
What? No.
Oh, I was worried about you.
This is your significant other.
I think he owns your soul.
Yes, I own your soul.
Oh, he owns your soul. She?
Pardon?
Grell? Grell owns your soul.
A Grell, for those of you who don't know, is a massive brain-like entity with a beak
Like big.
that has sort of octopi-like tentacles that
Isn't it more jellyfish than octopi?
Yeah, they float.
Between the two, they have tentacles with suckers on them as well.
And
They
a
use them to
beak,
grab,
right?
and a very sharp beak,
Yeah. They're
This one's
weird.
also got a sucker on.
and it's sort of like.
And a very sharp beak. What does that
Yes,
mean?
I
Who
own your
knows?
soul, and I was worried that I would have to track you across the plains. Ah, good thing you're here.
What did I trade it for?
Oh my god, the
okay.
answer to this question
Well,
is
You're
going
on
to be very
board with
stupid.
tunnels, right?
Sure, yeah, tunnels are great.
My friend Grow.
Yes,
I don't know if you know this, but my name is Dr. Fast.
Dr. Fast.
Yes, and I'm competing in the upcoming High Ever Invitation.
I jump-
This place Invitational.
I jump in front of him as he says,
Sigil
however,
Invitational.
I jump in front of him and says, Sigil Invitational, and says, against me, Derek Speed.
Oh,
Yes,
I've heard
but-
so much about this
Yeah,
race.
I'm on track to win this race, I promise you. And so, as a
No,
bet,
he's not.
I will bet you my friend's soul
I don't care.
for my friend's soul.
No, me?
Yes!
Unsanctioned. I refuse it.
If I
But you
win,
bet my.
I get my friend's soul back.
And that's why you can bet dumb people and not smart people.
It's sort of like strokes its beak with one of its tentacles and and says, "Well, that is an appealing bet, but I'm rather fond of his soul.
We can
Plus, technically, my soul's on lease.
We
It's
can
so
hang
nice.
out, like, if you want, but, like, what would a bard be without their soul?
No, you still have it. It's just owned by me, and I get it when you die."
Oh, it's kind of like my deal, the Prince of Fools. Kind of.
Alright.
Except for that
I
old
don't-
power.
Yeah,
Okay.
mine's like way better.
No,
But
that
like,
seems fine.
it's like taxonomy deal.
So is he free to
it
leave?
Seemed worth it. Yeah, absolutely. I just
wait,
have to
what?
know where it is.
So what
okay.
happens, like, if I die and, like, want to come back? Because that's definitely...
Oh well, that's where things get problematic. Because your
Uh,
soul is mine then. I mean, if you wanted to come back, we could talk it over after the fact.
okay. No, I'm down for that.
I'm
Alright.
open to it. Like, we have a great committed relationship.
Pardon?
It drapes a tentacle around your arm, around your shoulders. And we're all.
What? Like, when you say, like...
It was the night that you wanted to meet a succubus, an incubus, and a cambion.
Oh, I saw you that night. The girl is not entirely lying.
2 days?
It's been a week.
Well, that was a week ago.
It was just 2 days.
That was a week ago.
Are you having like an episode?
I don't
Like
know.
it's been a week.
That's
what you wanted.
We exchanged rings
Well,
and
never meet your
everything as a
heroes.
sign of our soul bond.
Am I wearing a ring?
Nope.
Not on your fingers.
Check your elsewhere.
I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that one for a minute.
It's on your soul.
I don't... Okay.
What?
Yeah.
You can. What, you can't?
That makes the most sense out of everything I've heard in the last 3 minutes.
Hey, Almar, have you noticed?
I'm mad at you.
Have you noticed that? Have you noticed that Perrin's acting really strange lately?
No, you're acting strange, and I'm mad at both of you, and I don't care.
I'm
I'm
acting
gonna
normal.
leave
What
you
are you
guys to
talking
whisper
You
and
love
shout
trying
at each
to-
other. But it's good to know you're still around.
Oh, do you really know
It's
it was a
sort of
pretty
like
good plan, and
it,
making a bad
it
plan?
preens you a little bit and then floats off.
Well, I tried,
Thanks.
Perrin.
No, that's fine.
I didn't because
guess.
I'm angry.
I mean, I'll be dead. What do I care?
And now, you guys were trying to get some knowledge. Have
Yeah.
some Constitution saves to make.
Huh!
DC.
I'm going first. Bam.
DC 12.
Exactly 12.
Exactly 19.
Excellent.
15.
Ravener, are you making this attempt as well?
I'm not there.
Oh, okay.
I chose not to go to the Bones Purple.
Excellent. You guys get to experience for the first time the
Reasonable choice.
sharp, shocking sensation of a bone spur kind of descending from this odd pseudopod-like organism in the roof of the little alcove you guys are in.
How much does it hurt?
Oh, a lot. It hurts a lot.
Ooh.
It is unsettling, but it also sort of paralyzes you because it immediately
Okay.
goes into your brain.
So I was gonna say, as soon as it starts hurting, like, more than a teeny bit,
Yup.
probably just sleep on myself. if I am capable of doing it.
Oh,
Oh, I am subtle spell.
Actually, yeah, you are. You can do that before. So go ahead and make
If I
roll your hit points.
cast it at the 4th level
Yeah.
slot, on average I should be, because I only have 45 hit, or not even, because that's temporary. I should be able to knock myself out pretty easy.
Okay, sure.
Just to save ourselves. the
You knock
I
yourself.
appreciate that.
You knock yourself out with your own sleep spell.
Can you put yourself to sleep?
It's a.
It's an
Well,
area.
yeah, because it's an area
Oh,
spell.
but as soon as it does damage to you, you'll wake up. Because the pain will
Uh,
the pain will
It's like he was
immediately
just
wake-
leaving it
and then just keep doing it.
That's sort of where I was going with it.
Fine.
Also,
You-
are you immune to sleep as a half elf?
Damn it!
That's the other thing. That's the other bit.
Woof, you really.
So like, what you do?
Somebody has to know all
hold
the
on.
rules.
Hold on. So what you do is you cast the spell on yourself, and you but then you realize that you haven't actually fallen asleep and are still experiencing the most pain you've ever experienced in your life. Then you remember through the pain that you're immune to sleep because you're a half elf.
Damn it.
And then the world goes white as reality kind of fades away.
Alright.
And you find yourself standing alone in a grassy field, and a horse wanders up to you.
Hello. How are you? What
So I
knowledge
don't-
were you searching for?
I don't know. I don't even know yet. I assume this is some sort of like dream world, so I just like pull out an apple.
Sure.
All right, here you go, friend.
You pull out an apple, and the horse sort of nibbles at it, and then
Hey.
hungrily devours all of you.
Yeah.
Everything goes white, and you're back in the field, and the horse kind of wanders up.
Carrot, and then just sort of like drop it.
The horse eats the carrot, and you see that it's got a saddle on and is wearing a bit and bridle.
All right, jump on.
All right, you jump
Come
on
on
the
for the
horse. The horse reacts violently and because starts racing. It make a dex save.
Okay.
Let's say DC 15.
15.
Nice.
Oh, perfect.
18 if it matters.
You are not thrown from the horse and don't immediately die.
Yay!
It does, however, run off of a cliff that you didn't see there, and you sort of bloop, and it resets. And again, you go through this a while. You go through about 10 different iterations of things that are almost certainly improbable at best, ways of like dying or making the world end in fire because you rode so well and did an awesome jump that like reality was over.
That is a sweet jump.
But then you have completed the horse tutorial and you have proficiency in animal handling.
Oh, good.
That's my idea.
Alamont, well, that's what you guys were here for, was to learn animal handling. That's what you said.
That's what I was
That
here
is
for.
not
He
what I
just
said.
said he was just going
Oh.
for fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was not what I was like. This is a journey. I'm along for the ride.
well, that
And every turn, my schemes
And
are
I'm-
undermined
and
by
I'm
other
not, 'cause
stupid
I'm on
people
action
not paying
handling.
attention.
Alamar, a very similar situation.
I do everything just better than parents.
Yup. You,
That's my
you
assertion.
well, because you kind of are good with horses a little bit, because you talk to a unicorn sometimes.
Oh, sure.
Who rides a unicycle.
Can I get one of these horses on a unicycle?
That is how your like session ends, with like you riding on a horse, riding on a unicycle. And again, like it is too sweet to exist in this world, and
sweet.
reality collapses in on itself, and you wake back up in the alcove. Your hit point maximum for now is reduced by 5,
Alright.
and both of you can
Yeah,
be
Can I
into
cancel?
thing. It'll be that way for another 5 days, so for the next race, but I doubt that will matter.
Okay.
Bags, what are you doing while they do all that?
Well, apparently I've been acting strange, so I want to get better at noticing things,
Okay, cool. Excellent.
so that I can notice if I've been acting strange. Because clearly, like my eyes will tell me if I'm acting strange. Right?
Absolutely.
They'll perceive this.
He's
You
going very crazy.
you find yourself sort of standing in a room like a hall of mirrors.
Mhm.
You see yourself reflected in them. You see yourself like real big, real small. In one mirror, you're all wavy. In one mirror, you look demonic. In one mirror, you look devilish. In another one, you look like an angel. In another mirror, you look like a person made out of rocks. But not like a person carved from stone, but like just yourself as a bunch of rocks stacked on top of one another.
I have the sudden desire to print pamphlets. I don't know why.
You also see more. You have a lot of self-reflection,
Okay.
and when you come to,
Mhm.
you realize that you have learned insight.
Okay.
And your hit point maximum is reduced by 5.
Psh, whatever. See, guys? No ill effects. I don't feel like pain or anything. There's no pain or anything. No side effects at all.
I felt some pain, but then I thought about how angry I am at you guys and also Bungles, and
Wait. Okay, how did Bungles get into this? She's not even here.
someone mentioned her earlier, and that's like
Well,
triggering
that's
for
fine.
me.
But also, why are you?
You mentioned her earlier.
No,
I mean,
oh
you did
yeah,
mention her.
no, someone, Aletta
You
made me
self-triggered?
mad, and then I thought about Bungles, and then that redoubled my anger.
Well, it's a good thing she's
Valid.
not here.
And I'm mad at you guys because I had this plan of how we were just gonna cheat and win all the stuff, and then use cheating to rig bets so that we just get everything we need and want instantly. And instead of doing that, you'll join the race and made it impossible for us to cheat.
Well, impossible for you to cheat.
No, impossible
said
for us
off.
as a group to cheat. One person racing and 3 people cheating is way more efficient than 4
What are
people
you doing
racing.
while they're talking about all of this?
Just staring and thought like, oh right, uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Just sort of looping on that for a
Okay,
minute.
so you're paralyzed.
Yeah,
Like,
just,
oh, no.
just like realization
Cool.
and like, this might end poorly.
And we'll kind of,
Parent, are you having another episode?
we'll kind of close the scene on that.
We're having a lot of
And
episodes.
we'll pick back up at the race.
Okay.
You guys
This is
all
race.
entered.
This is the qualificational
This is
race.
one of them. There are. If you don't make it this time, there are still plenty. There are still 2 more chances.
Angry.
You guys are there. The announcer says, "Welcome everyone. Welcome one and all to the Sky Whale Races." That's right. We have a pod of sky whales, and we are going to race them. So. Tune in, keep your eyes on the skies, see who will fall and in what direction. Bets on rider injury are worth double for this race.
What?
And as you know, this
Oh,
is an anything goes race, so
Oh.
because this is an unchained race, our riders can attack each other.
Oh, I know exactly how I'm going to cheat to win this race.
Says Bear.
I like this.
There are 18 sky whales that have been gathered. A pod of 18 sky whales.
A quick question about the logistics.
Yes,
Is there like a track with side
there is a track.
with
yes.
and there's sides you can't cross?
There are sides.
And
that-
how wide is it?
It is wide enough for 18 sky whales. to
Can you
fit
put that
side
in
by
a
side.
number of amount space?
I just did 18 sky whales.
Okay, can you put that into a better one?
Yeah. Let's
Like
say.
40 feet per sky.
Yeah, let's say 40 times 18.
Okay, sure. So it's
So-
720.
so
It's
a little
720.
shy of 2,000,
Yeah.
No, what?
right? Because if you did 40 by 20,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
it's-
mean, yeah. Okay. Well,
No,
40 by
8,000.
20 would be 800.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like 7,200.
Yeah, 7,200 is the exact number it is.
okay.
Fuck. I changed my mind about knowing what I was going to do, and I didn't think of a new plan.
This is why plans are dumb. Just
You
do
guys,
things
you
and hope
guys
for
are
the
sort
best.
of escorted to the sky whale pens, and riders
Guys.
hang down. You see some of the other racers there as well.
Guys, look. This is pod racing.
I know. I'm very
I
excited.
know. That stuff
Says-
last week.
Says a young
Says
sandy-haired girl.
Says there's a Sebulba.
What's your name, little girl?
Oh, I'm Annie.
I bet you are.
Are you an orphan?
No, I have a mom.
Oh, well then I thought that's beating
Do
you.
you have like a surrogate, offensively Jewish adopted mastermind?
Well, that's the no.
Do you work in a store for like a aggressively Jewishly coded
I
person?
do work in a store for an aggressively Jewishly coded person. Yes.
That
Absolutely.
sucks.
What a weird question to ask.
I just had I had an
Question.
intuition.
I'm offended.
Fair. So anyway,
Yeah.
Go ahead and make some perception checks. So while you're talking
Blank.
about Annie.
I need a
Ooh, when he wants to.
I got 10.
So
I
many
got
jokes.
5.
Oh man, I got like a really.
Thank you to Isendar. I hope you're in the chat for this one.
I got
He's not. He's actually out with the in-laws tonight.
Oh, well, double
In-laws.
Well, let him know. Let him know next time we see him.
Yeah.
Everyone,
Everything that happens is his fault.
everyone, email him.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I have 20 on
Immediately.
Cool.
Because I rolled 20.
You notice.
Because I wrote 20.
Since I rolled a 20.
You notice
Ooh, nice.
2 Eder caps. They're not hard to see, but they are kind of skulking. They are attempting to sabotage some of the harnesses with stealth.
Are they our whales?
They are. One of them is Alamar's whale. One of them is the whale that is marked for Dr. Fast. One of them, one of them for Dr. Speed. One of them is for Dr.
Derek Speed.
Fast.
Derek
Derek
Speed,
Speed, Dr.
thanks.
Fast. And
Thanks to you. Thank you.
sort of the nearby ones that are sort of immediately adjacent.
I will repair mine.
I'll
What
see
did you
him
guys
repairing.
get? What did you guys get on your perception?
I got a
19.
5.
Okay.
I think I got like an 8.
But if,
19.
if giant ass Bag's gonna go fix his harness, I could probably pick up that maybe I should
you
get my
see
harness.
him like working on the harness. Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go check mine and it's fine.
All
I'll
right.
fix it.
You guys can attempt to repair. How are you going to repair your
Do I
harness?
need to repair mine?
Roll me a d8.
In what way is mine damaged?
They have cut some of the straps
6.
so that they'll like slide off during the fight.
Oh.
A 6, You do not need to repair yours.
Well, I'll just use this.
Are we
like,
all? Well, if we're all checking, I want to check.
All right,
dude?
make a perception check.
Oh no.
Well, no, never mind. Don't worry about that. Roll a d8.
No, I got a 7.
You got a 7. Your saddle is sabotaged.
All right.
Okay, so
Mending.
what I'm gonna do.
How long does mending take to cast?
It's like a minute.
Ah, good. If it's a minute, you have exactly enough time.
Yeah, no, it is.
1 minute.
I'm
What
also.
I will do is 2 quick things.
All right.
I'll attach the cut harness together using my scythe. Like I'll puncture on one side of the scythe and then hook the scythe around to like hook them together.
Yeah.
And then I'll
Your sickle, right?
Yeah, sickle. Yeah, and then I'll tie those ends.
I for one am glad to see the sickle like make a reappearance and get some use.
And then I'll tie those ends together, and then if I have time, I'll use my disguise kit, like sewing and skills, to like try to make a more
Sure.
like fundamental attachment than
let's-
just a knot.
Let's call this a.
Charisma plus 50, great.
Let's call this a dexterity check.
Plus 50, great.
No, but you can just do your dexterity check.
I will use my knowledge of medicine and survival.
Not good.
What you got?
I have a 4.
You think you've got it though. Like you're like, okay, this should definitely hold.
I hope the scythe works, because that seems like a skill-free solution.
Yep. What are you doing?
I'm gonna use my medicine and survival skills
Sure.
to sew it back together.
Medicine?
Go ahead and,
For stitching.
yeah, go ahead and I'll let you make a
Different kind of
medicine
stitching,
check.
That is a 26.
You think you've got it, but again, like a lot of the stuff you've got stuff that's meant to like sew skin together.
Sure.
Oh.
Well, my skin though.
Yes, it is your skin, but
Yes.
you're only a human, and these are
I'm not a human.
you're only a Goliath.
Yeah.
You're only a humanoid, and these are straps meant to stretch across a colossal sky whale. So whether or not it holds, you're not sure, but you've definitely artfully sewn the torn straps. Perrin mends his, and Aletta, are you at the races at all?
Nope.
You want nothing to do with this.
Nope, I am
whatsoever.
researching the hell of how the hell to get out of
I
here.
have to play.
All right,
Bad.
make an investigation check, and I'll give you advantage if you're at the bookseller.
That's a 7. That's a 12. So 17.
Cool. We'll jump over to Aletta real quick because I think we can handle this pretty swiftly. You're at the bookseller enjoying a nice pumpkin scone and maybe a cup of hot tea.
Are you at the Barnes and Noble?
Maybe.
Might as
The
well be.
noble booksellers, yes. And you have like just a stack of books on
Yep.
on the planes and on sigil and stuff. You sort of have to endure with a couple of readings. Like a beat poet is there. There's someone who does a reading, a very dry, like NPR style.
I'm a
reading,
librarian. I'm real into it.
I love them
This is my butter
which is why it's harder for you to research.
because
Because you
I
get-
keep getting distracted by the stuff happening. Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, this riveting history.
I
of
keep like
pipes is
putting my
just
page in the
driving
book
me
like,
nuts.
ooh,
Yes,
You know-
and so the history of pipes.
ooh, pipes.
Many people may not understand, but pipes.
I want to
Yeah,
understand.
it's really good.
Pipes
10,000
play.
history on wingdings.
Pipes play an
Like the
important
Yulian pipes? Like what kind of pipes are we talking about here?
part. Sewage pipes.
Oh,
The
interesting. All
lifeblood
right.
of any city.
Yes,
Up
absolutely
next.
crucial.
And so the
Often called doo-doo-doo.
so the lecture
You know,
goes.
you know.
But the gist of what you're able to learn is that no one leaves Sigil sort of without permission of the Lady of Pain.
Damn, I hate her.
And sort of the permissions, that's sort of a metaphor for like either she can like just give you permission to leave and you can teleport out or in or whatever, but otherwise those magics don't work because this place is entirely her domain.
Are there
uh,
non-magical methods?
Nope, but there are other magical methods of leaving. You need a special magical item called a portal key.
Once you read that, I want my face to pop up in your thoughts and be like, I told you.
Well, you.
That
maybe
does not
not
happen.
exactly that, but you do remember Alamar saying that one of the prizes for the Sigil Invitational is a portal key. That's sort of the customary prize.
I research where else those can be found in case none of them are able to win one, which I highly doubt they'll be
They
able
are
for some reason.
they are both common and incredibly rare because they're valuable. Like they are among the most valuable things in Sigil because it lets you leave.
Right.
It lets you like have merchants will prize them because it lets them like get supplies in that would otherwise be unable to. They can bring things in from outside Sigil. There are a few places that are rumored to be stable portals, which you can like walk through and end up somewhere. But maps of those are notoriously hard to come. Well, accurate maps of those are notoriously hard to come by.
Sure.
Maps of them, you just like say, hey,
everywhere.
let me buy
Hey, I got a map.
one of your maps to the portals of Sigil, and like you can find it.
Sure.
You may be able to speak to one of the many factions that run the city, sort of, because the place doesn't really have a bureaucracy so much as a Byzantine network of warring factions that each kind of keep each other in check, so that none ever really rises to challenge the Lady of Pain.
Are there any that are particularly book knowledge friendly?
You are not sure. You haven't.
I'm
you
going
don't
to keep
make it
searching.
that far, but that's sort of.
That's where I'm headed.
You are your
That's
tea
my
goes,
rabbit hole.
Your tea goes cold. Your half-eaten
I wouldn't notice.
half-eaten scone goes stale, and you are there for
Ever.
another day. Yeah. And now back to the races. You guys have finished making the repairs on your saddles, as best as you can. You see the other 14 racers, including young Annie, and there's you see.
Oh, Isendar's in chat now.
Hey!
Dang it, you missed it.
The sandy-haired
We met Annie.
The sandy-haired girl who has identified herself as Annie climbs aboard her sky whale and pulls some oversized goggles on to protect her from the sheer speed you guys will be going at.
Yeah, most humans can't handle pod racing, I remember hearing.
Yeah.
It's true. It's a good thing none of us are humans, right? You can hack it.
Hey, honey.
You see that spider merchant from before is here as well and has climbed onto one of the whales. You see a hadrosaur use like strange magic and physical motions to climb aboard a whale, and now there's a dinosaur riding on a whale.
Sure.
As we enter into this race.
That's so good.
It's a quick question that Bags thinks to himself.
Yeah.
Are sky whales explosive?
That's a very good question. Make an intelligence check.
Are they like blimps?
If you get them down to 0 health, they might explode.
16.
Yeah.
Whether or not they are explosive, I'll leave up to the chat.
You have to roll a d6
Chat,
on
do
a
you want
6 they
explosions
roll.
of doom?
We'll let the chat roll on it if it becomes
I know how I'm gonna
necessary.
cheat at this race.
So let's get to this race because we are running out of time
We
today.
are, yes.
So you guys all line up on your sky whales. What's the name of your sky whale? What number do you have?
Oh, I'm number 1.
You're number 1,
And its name is Tunnels.
and the name is Tunnels.
That's all I could think of at the time. I don't know why.
Perfect.
Sure
Raven.
will.
Seems like a reasonable name.
I'm number 4,
Number 4. Excellent.
and you can't read the name. It just looks like a very fast blur of letters.
Yeah. Alomar or Derek Speed
That's
is
why I look fast when I'm
number
my-
11, right?
And
Two-
my
looks like-
whale, it will be Sebulba.
Excellent.
Sebulba.
I don't know. My number, I don't know, 17, just
Yeah.
because it's a nice number.
That's a good number.
And I
very
asked the
51.
whale what its name is.
Brad.
Yes. That's exactly what that is.
Alright. Yeah, I just.
Cool.
Or whatever noise sky whales make.
Let's get off to the races. The announcer says, "All right, gather round, and those of you above and below, keep an eye on the skies. Look out for falling racers." And then all the sky whales kind of majestically maneuver in place next to one another, and they're off There is
Yay!
a magical flare shot up from the ground.
I have an instant thing I want to do.
All right.
I think we all do.
No, but it's not race.
Yeah, well, I think
All
we all
right.
do.
Here's the way an unchained race works.
Okay.
So, everyone makes
Gently
an animal
pushing.
handling check as before. And for those of you following along at home, we're using a modified set of the dinosaur racing rules from the Tomb of Annihilation, which you should check out. In an unchained event, you guys can make animal handling checks, and that kind of lets you move. You move either a normal speed, or you can try and spur your sky whale on to go faster.
Right.
If you are within 50 feet of one another, your mount can attack another mount, or you can attack another rider.
Okay.
Alright, Jay, I have a quick question.
Yes.
What is the fastest animal a person could ride?
The fastest animal
The
person?
single
can ride?
fastest animal.
Oh, that's a good question.
It's also an important one.
I was looking up a little rock, like the bird, ROC.
Yeah.
They go 120.
Yeah.
That's pretty
How
fast.
fast does a whale go?
How
Is
fast?
it 40, right? Was it 44?
It was 50 and 75.
Okay. Cool. Good. Plan. Adjusted.
Are all of those things actions?
So it's sort of outside of
Okay.
normal
So
combat
we can
time.
take our own.
You make your animal handling checks, and then at the end, after everyone's done that, if you have a score that's within 50 of one of the other riders, you can affect them,
Okay.
basically. Because it's not exactly like how far you're moving in terms of feet, it's just sort of like how fast you're going.
Sure.
And the race is to try and get to 300.
Sure.
So you can, you make an animal handling check, you can spur them to go at their fast speed. So sky whales will go 50 by default. You can spur them to go 75 in a round.
Okay.
If you spur them, they will make a Constitution save at DC 10.
Okay.
They have a +2 modifier. If they succeed, they're fine. If they fail, your speed is halved for the remainder of the race. But you can still spur them to, go normal speed.
So, to refer to the rock, that would be 120 and 180. Using the same math.
For the rock,
Apparently, you have to do like 700, but
Wait, what? Which one is that?
not the same.
No, tell me the answer to my question!
I use my compendium.
Give me the math! How do you do it?
for the rock, they'd probably, I'd say it's like 50 and 100. Just to kind of, just sort of eyeballing it. Maybe 60 and 120. But I feel like it'd be 50 because none of them are really faster than 50. So we'll say 50 and like
But that's the point!
120. You have like the top speed here.
Alright, fine. I'll do my dumb thing with your
What is your
rational rules.
dumb thing that you want to do?
Oh, I'm gonna sculpt flesh and turn my whale into a rock, and I'm gonna make it so that its feathers on either side. I can cast polymorph with a warlock slot anytime.
That is true.
And then I'll make it so that the feathers on either side, the 11s become 69s, because no one can stop me.
What's the challenge rating on it?
I do like this. There are some limitations that I feel like I should mention because I had a feeling that was sort of why you were asking about that.
Pretty transparent.
So if you are polymorphing someone or something, the way that works, there are some limitations. You can, as long as you, let's see, where is it? You can change it to any other beast that is within its challenge rating. So a rock would be comparable to it, but a rock is a monstrosity and not a beast.
Alright, what's the fastest
but-
beast within its comparable challenge rating?
That is interesting because we are sort of in extraplanar territory. So we'll say you do sculpt it into this into an interesting looking winged thing. We'll say it's a little bit resemblant of.
It can be a whatever, as long as it's faster than these whales and says 69 on the sides.
It definitely says 69 on the side.
And is faster than
I
these
can't
whales.
stop you. And yeah, we'll say that if the whales go at 50, 75, we'll say that you go at 50 and 100.
Cool.
Alright, I cast haste on my whale.
Excellent. You
The
cast
whales are
haste on
huge
your
or
whale.
large? Huh?
You cast haste on your whale. We'll bump you up to 50 and 100 as well. Just sort of because it's not like, yeah.
Sure.
My
Yeah.
great idea got hijacked too, so you'll have to sit here in
Sure.
the
Yeah,
disappointment valley with
Do
me.
I think reduce and large would affect my speed?
That's a good question. How big of a thing can reduce
It
and large?
either doubles or halves. The size.
I feel like
of
you're gonna be
whatever-
like, alright, am I like 20 feet from the finish line?
Yeah, can I just
Get
keep
lost.
casting it until I take up the
Yeah,
whole track?
actually, that you might want to wait on that till the end.
Okay.
Just
never
Oh, just to give me that.
moves.
Yeah.
cool.
I do have other spells I want to cast.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
make your animal handling checks,
Okay.
and then you do your you'll.
Okay.
What spell did you want to cast though? Is it
Like
on your
during.
mount?
Yeah, no, it has to be pretty. Fantastical
Good for you.
force.
Okay. What did you want to cast it on?
Probably as many people as I can. It's a single target,
Okay.
so I'm probably just gonna keep doing it throughout the race.
Sure. What's everyone got? Your DC is 14 on the handling
perfect.
check.
Yes.
I have a
Or
16.
animal handling.
20? Natural 20?
All right.
Plus whatever.
What was yours?
Yeah.
I got a.
Oh, he's
17.
spinning.
All right.
17.
So you
Plus the
you
so
failed the animal
21.
handling check.
No, I got
guess
14.
Like,
Oh,
I
you-
have 20 something.
Oh, I see. You
Yeah.
held up your hands like
what are we
that,
adding to this?
like
Animal?
like
Animal.
this,
No.
and I
So
thought it was a
23.
5.
No, 14.
Okay.
14.
Yeah, I have a 16.
I have a 23.
So
I have a
everyone
20.
made it.
Yeah.
So Bags and Alamar, you guys are at 100. Ravener and
Aaron.
Perrin are at 50, as are,
50.
as are
Wait.
most of the other racers.
Why do we only have...
We did not spur.
No, you didn't magic.
Well, you didn't spur. Well, I spurred.
We didn't. Yeah, we
I
didn't.
spurred and magic.
Yes.
Which is how I
So,
got 100.
sorry, you guys aren't at 50. You're at 75.
Okay.
Assuming you spurred your your beast on.
I don't. Well, because like, didn't it end up hurting us in the long run?
It did.
Last time it really almost
Yeah.
cost us.
All right. So I spurred this time. I might
So
not
haste
spur.
only benefits me if I spur, though, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a top speed boost
Okay.
rather than
I'll
an
be-
acceleration.
yeah. I'm winging it right now. We'll be better prepared for you guys'
Alright.
shenanigans next time, I
Sure.
promise. Cool. Thank you for bearing with me while we
No,
figure
that's
this
fine.
out.
That's fine.
All right. Those of you that spurred your mount on, make your con check. You had +2.
Is it 10 you said?
10.
Good.
Oof.
I knocked mine over, so I'm gonna do it again.
That's 11.
That's 11.
That's 11.
All right.
12.
All right. You guys, they're fine. You guys make it out. You 100, you 75, and you just make your 50.
Slow and steady wins the race.
That's kind of how it is. There are a few that are off to a fast start. Pulling out alongside Perrin is the spider merchant,
Mhm.
and Annie, and a figure clad all in not at all mysterious or face obscuring armor.
Not at all.
Oh, good.
Cool, so what does their face look
at
like?
all, a little bit obscured by mysterious armor.
Huh.
But it's definitely not mysterious, though.
Oh no, I mean it totally is.
I'm very confused by this description.
I was being sarcastic.
I mean, it's so mysterious.
Yeah, it's obscured by well, the armor is mysterious in that there's like a giant symbol drawn where the face should be, and it doesn't seem to have any apparent like vision spot.
All right.
So you can't tell who that humanoid rider is.
Oh. Oh.
But
Oh.
they're also
bundles.
at 75.
This is a
It's a good thing.
a problematic meatball.
It's a good thing Buggles isn't on this plane.
All right.
I'm so glad Bundles.
She's dead, I think.
So, what do you guys do on your? You cast your spells this round, so we'll move on to another. Ravener, you didn't cast a spell, so if you want to do something like attack one of the mounts, have your mount attack a mount, or attack one of the riders, you can.
Can I see the armor-clad person that has made the hair stand up on all the backs of our
You
necks?
absolutely can.
Okay, I'm gonna do two things.
All right.
I will. How far away are they?
They are.
I only moved 50.
So they moved 75, so you guys are within.
So they're within
affect each
25
other
of me.
range. Yeah.
All right. I will. I'm gonna shoot at that one.
Sure.
That's just like random douchebag. I'm gonna shoot you.
I get the sense that you, for some reason,
Make
feel
an
like you
attack roll.
fuck up everything you're close to. I don't know. Just like a vibe that I get off.
Crap. I don't know. 12 plus.
So 7,
8.
right? Oh, 8.
So
Ding dong. 20.
20.
20. You definitely hit it.
Okay. Need a D8, please. Thank you.
Basically, the way damage in these things works is once you or your mount is at half or fewer hit points, you make all of your checks at disadvantage.
Okay.
And then if you die, you die.
So that
die
was
in the game.
that was
You die in
7.
real life.
7. All right. Cool.
And then I hit them again. 10 and an 18.
That does not hit.
That does not hit. Wow. Okay.
Did you know that Frankie
Heavy
Muniz
armor.
character in that movie was named Squink?
I then point at them, and Garbanzo comes streaking out of the air because I'm now level 7 and I can initiate him.
Excellent.
So let me go find my creatures.
While you do that, you guys notice the spidery merchant kind of rubs its pedipalps together, and then all of a sudden there's a spray of web behind it, and this like streaming jet of web and silk and etc. kind of explodes outward, and upon it are dozens of its children that just sort of like scatter outward, spinning a web as fast as they can. Because I got spiders for days.
I can attest to the amount of spiders.
What is the utility of this action?
Everyone that is below 75 will be at disadvantage on their next check.
Oh, not me. Don't care.
Yeah.
So none of us?
That's
well,
me. I'm
there.
at 50.
And
Friend
also
of
the
spiders.
other racers.
Yeah. Who cares?
I care.
All right. Next turn.
Next turn.
Alright.
Wait, no, because
No,
I'm
Garbanzo's
gonna
still needs to
set a
attack as well.
conditional thing I'm doing.
Well,
As soon as someone is getting 50 feet,
Mhm.
then I want to cast a spell at them.
so you'll do that.
50
if
feet
you
ahead
hear-
of me, I mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we all do the checks, and then you do the thing that
Okay.
you want to
Cool.
do. All right.
I'm casting
Oh
Long
wait,
Strike.
Garbanzo still needs to attack.
Cool.
It
Well,
it increases the speed by 10 feet.
okay.
Is what it does. It is not concentration.
Okay. Yeah. How long does it last?
A minute.
Okay, cool.
So Garbanzo swoops out but rolls a 17.
Excellent. Doesn't hit him.
Doesn't hit.
unfortunately.
Okay, so then he swings again.
You're looking to get a
19.
20 on the
What's-
Yeah,
armor.
not working.
What's the natural predator to a sky whale?
Sky shark.
Yeah,
Sky whaler.
or a land shark.
Okay, well, whatever it is, I use my Misty Visions, which lets me cast a good.
Well, first, are you spurring your mount to go extra fast?
Yes.
And
Yes.
are you, did you make your check?
Yeah.
Which is
Yes.
DC 14.
And yes.
Woo! 14.
Oh, yes. Just barely.
That's 23.
Okay,
and 21.
so I'm at disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
No, I failed.
19.
All right.
And a
Wait, it's
8,
14?
so I guess I get the 8.
14,
Okay,
yeah.
I failed.
I only rolled an 11 because of my disadvantage.
All right. For those of you that failed, only move forward at half speed, and you're, that's it. Many of the riders get tangled up in the web, though, and about 7 of the sky whales surge forward, but you can see their riders kind of suspended in the air, and then you see the little spiderlings kind of racing towards them, cackling with glee. You're not sure what the web is anchored to, but they're definitely trapped in it. Annie sort of pulls off a miraculous burst of speed to this round, and goes as fast as Derek Speed's Sky Whale,
Okay, well,
pulling in just behind you
when do I do my illusion?
right now.
Okay, I make an illusion of whatever a sky whale is most afraid of, and I put it right in front of Bags' whale.
All right, we'll get to that in just a bit. What are you doing?
And then I yell, I didn't want, like, I just thought, this could have been so much easier.
Alright.
This all could have been so much easier.
I'm going to Phantasmal Image,
Uh-huh.
or Phantasmal Force,
Uh-huh.
which puts an illusion in someone's mind.
Sure.
So who's in the lead right now?
Right now it is Bags. Bags has pulled 210 ahead.
Okay.
As
But,
opposed
have
to-
I- have I
as
seen-
opposed to- yeah.
Have I seen like the wall or whatever, or the big spooky thing?
Because
Because it's an illusion, so like everyone sees it.
Yeah, it's yes.
Is
Yes.
it, so does it? Yeah, it's something that everyone sees, not just the
Yeah.
target, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I feel like
Annie and Derek Speed are neck and neck.
all right, evens odds.
Just do Annie, dude.
All right, no. So yeah, I'll get it on Annie. I am going to Phantasmal Force to make Annie think make Annie see the winning goalpost way over that way.
Okay. Okay. What's your save
Ideally
DC?
behind other whales, so that they might have a collision.
What's your save DC?
16, but also I'm going to impose heightened to give them disadvantage.
Okay.
Parents like, I've never done any damage to people. I mean, I killed like a 14-year-old girl that I caused her to
Yeah,
fly off
no,
of her
that was
sky wheel
different.
and die.
All right. So we'll get to that in a minute as well. What are you doing, Ravener?
I see what he's doing,
Uh-huh.
and I decide to help with his shenanigans
Uh-huh.
up there. And I cast fog, but in a level 2 slot.
Okay.
And I cast it about 10 feet in front of.
What's the range on it?
My range is like 120 feet.
Yeah.
So I cast it so that it begins 10 feet in front of the leaders.
Sure.
So in other words, it's fogging everything for 40 feet from that point forward out.
Yeah, which really can't see the illusion anymore.
Well, no,
It's
he's
fog in the way.
no, his illusion.
Mine is a
I
mental.
forgot about my
Oh,
illusion.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're putting,
Yeah, there's a lot of illusions going on
there's
there.
a lot of
I don't
illusions
care about
happening
his
for everyone.
illusion.
Okay.
Why?
And then you
Pass.
cast Longstrider this round. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And then Hinny does her thing. Mysterious Writer that's totally not Bungles does their thing.
Totally.
And Spider does his thing. Cool. All right.
Also, did you do your con check? I got a nat 20.
Everyone make your
Yeah.
con checks for your mount.
I got a straight 20, so I guess my mount just got 3 times bigger.
I got 19.
Oh, reduce.
Sorry, nothing happened.
I got a 9.
Your,
wait,
your
no,
mount
you're doing
speed
a
is
spurt?
halved.
Yeah.
However,
Oh yeah, I'm not spurring.
you move forward.
Yeah.
And then everything gets foggy. Then you hear shouting.
I mean, he's probably too far away
I don't know where anyone
to
is.
get
at
into
this
the
point.
fog, right?
Well, everything kind of becomes
Oh,
foggy. It
sure.
starts spreading.
Lots of people are foggy stuff.
Yeah. That is in fact what is happening. Is multiple of the racers are casting fog. You guys will all make your animal handling checks. What happens if they save versus Misty Visions?
For any illusion, it's usually just
They
they
just
know
know
it's
it's not
fake.
real.
Okay, cool.
And I think my DC is, I think it's 13 plus 4.
That
is 17.
seems reasonable. Cool.
13 plus my charisma,
Uh,
so 4.
Your mount is scared of the illusion, but it's more like trying to get away from it. However, everyone, because of the fog, the illusory fear, or the chaos, as you see Annie and her sky will kind of like start careening off into an opposite direction before everything is ensconced in fog. Everyone is making their animal handling checks at disadvantage this round.
I guess I can respect that.
Natural 1.
Excellent.
Oh, hell yeah. 14 to 7, or 14 to 19.
So 16 for me, because I had to take away the 19 again.
16 also.
All right.
I got
You
a 14
guys-
and a 19.
You guys are pulling through the fog. Here's how this is gonna kind of resolve itself, because this is like the photo finish. So there's fog, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's fog, and then you hear an explosion. Then
They
you
do
hear
explode.
a lot of shouting.
Thank you, chat.
Then you see like
Oh,
two
did
people
I
fall
remember
up
that?
towards the city above you, and two people fall down towards the city below. Then you see like then we see Bags on his sky whale come like drifting out sideways, followed by Derek Speed on his skywhale, also drifting, but so
Not
the
on a whale
skywhales
anymore. I'm on a cool bird thing,
on
remember?
the cool bird things that are kind of facing each other as they come drifting out. Behind them, upside down and backwards, is Perrin. And also in this chaotic mix is Annie as well, who's sort of like rolling log barrel style end over
I
end,
hate that.
screaming "Wizard!" And the announcer says, "Now this is something we haven't seen in ages, folks. This is pod racing."
And then everyone dies, and the show's over, and we all go home.
The show's over. No, and you guys kind of drift across the finish line. Bags is
I'm like
technically
4th or 5th. Or something.
yeah. Bags is technically in first by like that much, but
Yeah, if I could bullshit out another race, I'm
oh
gonna
no,
be pretty
oh
steamed
no,
up.
the judges are torn, and so you suspect that some of the judges are not being like objective, because like you see one of the
Because I have a prosecution complex.
well, you see one of the judges put away their Derek Speed insignia, and one of the judges put away their Dr. Fast insignia. And so, though it satisfies no one, first place is awarded to both Derek Speed and Dr. Fast.
What?
The
I
rivalry
invented Dr.
continues.
Fast!
I beat you!
No, you didn't!
The crowd is like
I created
losing
you.
their minds. They're like, Derek Speed, Dr. Fast, woo! Perrin, you are awarded second place.
Say again.
Wouldn't that be
Annie-
third, technically?
Annie gets, huh?
Wouldn't you get third place?
No.
It was first,
no,
first,
no,
third.
no.
First, second. Annie gets
Okay,
third.
well, that's never how anything's worked, but
Razor
alright.
gets
Yeah, I know,
fourth.
yeah.
But how does the betting work?
Well, that's a different thing.
I mean, the judges don't care.
the judges are like fighting for who gets to do what.
What does that sentence mean?
They're fighting to try and see which wins, and have reached the decision that it will be Derek Speed and Dr. Fast.
Should
Uh,
have you. I knew it.
I was going to play
However,
a rail, but I didn't.
I was
you
gonna find one so that
you
you
both
lost
receive
frustration.
I
invitations
was
to
going to
the
Hunger
Sigil
Hunger
Invitational.
hate
Perrin,
your whole universe.
at
like
the
this.
end of the race,
Nuts.
at the end of the race, you were approached by that spider merchant.
Hey, friend.
Is that
I just want to say I've never seen anyone race like that.
Well, like me?
Yeah,
Backwards? No,
backwards
us?
and upside down.
Yeah, I am great at many things.
Clearly. It kind of like gestures you to come away from the crowd.
Yeah, what's up?
I want the spiders.
I'm calling in a favor. Also, do you want some spiders?
Absolutely, I want some spiders.
Great. And it's like a cluster of spiders swarms over.
I
you
regret this.
and spins you another garment.
Silk hat.
Yep, silk hat.
No, scarf.
Yeah, it's a
Nice.
scarf. It's a scarf.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
great.
All right. Here's what I know a guy.
Yeah.
He's a defunct racer,
Okay.
but he's got a little bit of pull. We're gonna get you in the invitational. If you can race like that,
Yeah.
it's gonna be the race of a lifetime.
What does defunct mean?
I like you, kid. And he kind of like
Have
scoots
some more-
under-
have
Oh,
some more
this
spiders.
is quite a hug.
Keep its legs and lead you down an alleyway.
All right.
I like the idea that like every time this guy talks, his punctuated by like, have some more spiders. You're doing great, kid. And another spider.
Pretty much.
And we never see Spam again. Like, as the spider merchant leads him down a dark alleyway. Yeah.
That's where things fade out on Perrin. Raymond, you are sort of hoisted up on the shoulders of a contingent of gnomes who are excited to see you. They're like, no one's ever been in the Skywhale races before.
I am the first Jedi known.
For citing a reason of reasons, Annie is also given
Can I just kill?
Not right now.
You
You're
have
in
to
the
wait
winner's
till
circle.
the race.
But Annie is also
so
given.
many people are going to die.
Annie is given entrance into the next round of qualifying races. So Annie may or may not be back for the invitation.
Oh, I'll go to one of those.
I'm
and
guessing
kill it there.
yes. If I had to venture.
But we will kind of close on Aletta researching the planes, delving more and more into the lore of
Looking more and more haggard and more
the
like
guilds.
ink spots all over the
You're-
place and
Yeah.
crumbs
many-
all over.
So many pumpkin scone crumbs.
Well, what's happened now is there's like a little sign that says, "See the researcher, 5 silver."
Great, I'm an attraction
Balance
now.
something on the researcher, 1 gold.
Valid.
There's like a little mark, and it's like, if you can get a stack this high, win 50 gold.
Oh dang.
It's actually like try to balance things on you and
That's
stacks.
how Perrin missed the race.
Well, this is awesome. This is way better than some race.
Ravener is being escorted through town on the hands and shoulders of a crowd of gnomes.
Which basically
So he-
means I'm all of like,
You're like
5 feet
right,
in the
you're
air
like
right
person
now.
height. Perrin is being led off into a dark alleyway, probably not towards his death. And
Here's some spiders.
And I imagine
And the
we're still
mysterious-
yelling at each other.
the mysterious racer just kind of like skitters out of sight quickly.
I look at the mysterious racer just for a moment, and like, there's like a quick boiling like heat of hatred in my chest that I like don't understand.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
look away and like I'm like, I'll just talk to my therapist.
And you guys are in the winner's circle. You receive laurels, you receive medals, and
You're just making this harder. I don't.
there's an artist there like painting a portrait of Derek Speed and Dr. Fast.
Oh, can I try to like photobomb that? No, I'm getting
Glaring
kidnapped by
at each other.
spiders.
It's like Dr. Fast, a picture of like regal grace and victory, and Derek Speed, a picture of just like confused frustration. Like, why? Why are we doing
And
this?
that's the promotional image.
Why?
That's the promotional image that is circulated throughout Sigil in the coming weeks to try and build up hype for the Sigil Invitational. If you enjoyed this, please join us next week for more adventures in Sigil and NeverQuest and racing. We'll see what else happens. Also, if you're just joining us, here at the Bell of Lost Souls, we stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. You can find our, we play games of Warhammer 40k every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time.
CST.
This week we have a melee tournament of champions where we're taking close combat armies and pitting them against each other. Earlier today we had
Demons.
versus
Chaos.
Well,
Chaos Marines
Night
versus
Lords.
regular not Chaos Marines.
Yeah.
Tomorrow we've got Tyranids versus
A strange imperialist.
a strange Imperialist. So who knows what's going to happen? The grand prize winner will be decided on Wednesday. We also play board games every Tuesday, and we play a game like X-Wing or Rune Wars or the like every Wednesday. And of course, NeverQuest is every Monday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. If you enjoyed yourself, please click one of those guys will point out where the follow button is,
I don't
or
know. I don't know
subscribe.
where it is.
No, it's up here. It's
Tell
up
your friends, tell your enemies. Maybe they will become friends. Maybe you can kind of get over some of your issues.
Maybe tell your enemies, and they'll have to watch the show, and they'll have a terrible time, and you'll punish them accordingly.
Exactly. But also, if you would like
If they're your
to,
enemies, you think they
if
don't
you
like
would like to get in on the game, at our Bowls Lounge Twitch forum, which Jen can put in the chat. We are currently accepting design your own racers. So that's where Annie came from, thanks to Isendar, who is in the chat maybe still.
Oh, I thought you
Yep,
would be like,
yes.
thanks, George Lucas, for pitching that dope race character.
But if you would like to design your own racer to maybe try and win the Sigil Invitational, or make an appearance in the game, there is a thread going where you can do exactly that. If you would like to have a featured role, then please, by all means, either tweet or Facebook post about us and tag either our Facebook group, which is NeverQuest, or our Twitter account, which is @never_quest. We'll keep you guys up to date about what's going on, and we'd love to hear from you guys. We'd love to get some of you guys here in the game with us.
Yeah.
So from all of us here at NeverQuest to all of you at home or wherever you're watching from, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.
Hopefully not prison.
Bye.